you probably won't hear from me again for the rest of the evening. So have a good time there at the station watching the game. If anything does go sideways, I'm here to get it back on track. So,
Okay.
but I don't anticipate that happening.
All right, sounds good.
All right, bud. Thanks a lot.
Yep, no problem.
Yep, we'll talk to you in a bit.
Okay.
Ciao.
Bye.
Do my own little intro.
The following program is a special presentation brought to you in part by Schultz Auto Group, Chautauqua Institution, the Chautauqua County Industrial Development Agency, and the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. It's also being brought to you as a public service of the Reginald May Center for the Arts and WRFA LP 107.9 FM in Jamestown.
It's time once again for Jamestown Tarp Skunks baseball, right here on WRFA. Here's the wind-up in the delivery. That one hit the right field, and will have enough hand kind of drop. Hits off the wall. McGee hustling the second base, and he goes to the Yukon with that double. 1-2 count, 1 out. Korn looking for his first strikeout of the game. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Caught, look it, strike 3. Bow down to the almighty Cornholio. Here's the pitch. Swung on, that's to deep center field. Going back is Odom, and it is goodbye! Goodbye, Mr. Lowing! A 3-1 moose shot for Captain Johnny. Johnny Campion. He's back to the bad boy. Hits off the Sophia side, and just like that, one swing of the bat, 5-4 the score, one swing, and to the moon, Allen. And now let's send you down to Russell E. Dietrich Park, where our broadcast team is standing by.
Welcome, everybody. We're at Dietrich Park on the campus of Jamestown Community College. I'm Tom Ames alongside Derek Alley. Abby will bring you the action here tonight in the Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League. Tonight, the Jamestown Tarp Skunks play host to the Elmira Pioneers. And the Pioneers come into tonight half a game in front of the Jamestown Tarp Skunks in the West Division of this conference. So Elmira Pioneers 6-3. The Tarp Skunks 5-3-1. Tarp Skunks on a 2-game schneid, and they're losing the last 2 in consecutive nights. But trying to get back on it tonight with Ryan Bilka, number 31, on the mound for the Tarp Skunks. He's 0-0 with a 4.15 ERA. He's pitched just 4 1/3 innings tonight, and he'll have a nice lineup behind him. And it'll be a batting order. Number 1, shortstop Grady Mee, followed by the 2-slot Zach Kent playing left field. Colin Hauk will bat third. He'll be the DH. Matt Thompson, the third baseman, he'll bat cleanup. In the 5-hole, it's Paul Catalano playing center field. Tommy Guggens playing second base, and he's in the 6-hole. 7th hitter, Luke Fuller in right field. Cooper Monroe, the first baseman, bats 8th, and the extra hitter, Evan Frahela. And in the last position, the 10th hitting position, is Alex Servia, and he'll be tonight's catcher. So Zeke, Elmira in town. They've got a little upper hand on them so far this year, but the season is young. This goes through July.
Yeah, kind of a big game, even though it's early in the season. They're half, like you said, half game behind. They can move into that number 2 spot behind Niagara Power with a big win here.
Niagara Power leads the West Division at 5-2. In the Eastern Conference, it's the Amsterdam Mohawks at a nice 9-1 record. On the mound for the Elmira Pioneers tonight, it's Max Gentile, number 48. He also is 0-0 with a 2.13 ERA. He's thrown 12 2/3 innings so far. And the leadoff hitter will be Matt Granado. Number 1, he'll play left field. In the second slot, it's the shortstop Blaze Fadillo. And John Schroeder, the catcher, will bat third. The DH and the cleanup hitter is Jake Kelleher. We'll pause for right now for our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home
right, nice rendition of our national anthem down on the field, the live sing. So back to that Elmira lineup. Matt Granados, we said he'll lead off batting in the leadoff position and playing left field. Blaze Fadillo, shortstop, he'll hit 2. John Schroeder, the catcher, he'll bat in the 3 spot. Cleanup, Jake Kelleher, the designated hitter. Ray Hernandez playing 3rd, he'll hit 5th. Matt Frazetta, he's playing first base, he'll hit in the 6 hole. Christian Zilli, the second baseman, he'll hit 7th. Spencer Aubin, the extra hitter, he'll hit in the 8th spot. Wes Gingrich, the center fielder, will bat 9th, and the 10th batter, Cam Levesque, playing right field. And again, Max Zedtil on the mound for the Pioneers, and Ryan Bilka on the mound for the hometown Tarp Skunks.
Bilka, like you said, he's carrying a little over 4 ERA into the game. What I like to see in his 4 1/3 inning, no walks. He throws strikes, obviously. Not a big strikeout guy. 3 strikeouts. He's given up 2 earned runs in those 4 1/3 inning. The kid obviously throws strikes. He is a freshman at Wagner College, and he hails from Latham, New York.
All right. A reminder, support for WRFA's coverage of Jamestown Tarp Skunks baseball is through the support of Schultz Auto Group, the Chautauqua County Industrial Development Agency, Chautauqua Institution, and Reg Lene Center for the Arts. Funding is also provided by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. So this game is on WRFA, which is 107.9 FM. You can also catch it streaming the audio on WRFALP.com. And, of course, you can go to the Tarp Skunks YouTube channel, and you'll have our audio over top of the stream here provided in the booth right next door to us here. Great night at Dietrich Park. The sun is coming out, and the Tarp Skunks have taken the field. We're waiting to get this opening pitch going. There's the throw to second from the catcher. So that'll signal the batter for Elmira, Granado. He'll head to the plate.
Granada, he's carrying a 481 average into the season from St. Thomas University. Hails from Freehold, New Jersey.
St. Thomas, I think he meant St. Thomas Aquinas. It's just above the city.
He's a junior there. A little bit older than a lot of the other players.
Yeah, there's
you
one.
See a lot of freshmen and sophomores, not a lot of juniors and seniors.
One senior I saw between the two rosters. So Granado's at the plate. Here's the first delivery. Swung on and popped up. Looks like can of corn for the second baseman for the Tarp Skunks. And that's Tommy Googans. Tommy Googans' dad is in the stands tonight. And he is or was on the staff for Cincinnati University. So he's in town here to watch his son play.
Looks like the Pioneers might have had a little scouting report on Bilka. They came out aggressive knowing that he throws strikes.
Number 26, Blaze Fadillo, the shortstop. He gets into the box, kind of crowding. Here's the delivery, and ball is high up.
Left the fastball just a little in there. As he works out of the stretch, I think a lot of these kids, they're bullpen pitchers at their colleges.
Yeah, no, only the stretch here out of.
Got a little gift there on the fastball in the outside corner.
So 2-0, or they call that a strike?
They call that a strike.
1-1. Here's the delivery, and swung on, fouled off down the left field line.
Took a little off that one. I think he came with the breaking ball there. And
1-2 now.
Fadio sat on that pretty good, but he was just out in front of it, got it off the end of the bat.
Yeah, they're looking like they're going to be aggressive at the plate, at least here at the top of the lineup for the Pioneers. Here's the delivery, and ball up. That'll even the count at 2-2. Second batter here tonight at Dietrich Park. Pioneers, 2-2 pitch. Here's the wind here as it comes, and fouled off. That'll be out of play.
Fadio's batting .286 on the season. He is also a junior, Lafayette College in Allentown.
Out in eastern Pennsylvania. Little Billy Joel tune. 2-2. Here's the delivery. That'll be high, and the count will go full at 3-2. Zentiel, when he's missed, he seems like he's missed high. And Fadio's been on the stuff in the strike zone, but fouled everything off. Here's the delivery payoff pitch, and they're gonna ring him up looking.
That pitch could have gone either way. You got to be a little more aggressive there with 2 strikes.
Choke up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean you got to put a bat on it with 2 strikes.
So 2 outs now.
Don't leave it up to the umpire.
Third batter, the catcher, John Schroeder. He's at the plate. He's batting 192 on the season, and he bats from the left side. And here's the delivery. First pitch. That's strike on the outside corner.
He's painting that outside corner to both righties and lefties pretty well with his fastball. Schroeder is a sophomore at Florida Atlantic University.
Down in beautiful Boca Raton, Florida, on the East Coast. Second pitch.
Took a little off that one. That was nice.
Swung on and missed. 0-2 now for the third batter. 2 outs here, top of the first. Pioneers popped it up to the second baseman, then a strikeout look, and there's a rip up the middle. That'll be a base hit for Schroeder. Gets right up the gut there, just on the shortstop side of second. That's a bunny single. Now the cleanup hitter, Jake Kelleher, wears number 14.
Billick just got way too much of the plate there with an 0-2 count. You don't want to leave something over the plate there with your number 3 hitter up. And the Pioneer catcher didn't make a mistake with it.
Kelleher batting from the right side against the right-handed pitcher for the Tarp Skunks. There's a single. Will it flare out into the right field? The right fielder.
Nice play.
Diving catch in the right center field shallow area there.
That was Luke Fuller out in right field. Just made a lovely catch out there. That would have been a run if he doesn't make that catch, because that would have got by him and rolled just about to the fence.
So after 1/2 inning, it's 1 hit but no runs. And we're the Tarp Skunks coming up here in the bottom of the first.
Support for WRFA's coverage of the Jamestown Tarp Skunks is brought to you in part by Schultz Auto Group. Schultz Auto Group, celebrating over 50 years, serving automotive needs of the greater Jamestown community with an excellent customer buying and ownership experience. All repair facilities have experienced and factory-trained technicians with state-of-the-art equipment for all automotive needs, no matter what engine type, gas, diesel, or electric. Schultz Auto Group, a proud supporter of Tarp Skunks baseball and WRFA. For more information, call 1-866-931-2998 or visit schultzauto.com.
1/2 inning in the books, and there was a 1 hit by the 3 hitter. That was John Schroeder. And then a diving catch to end the inning by the right fielder. Terrific play, Luke Fuller, number 28, made the catch and ended that inning there. Zeke, I was looking at these rosters, and these players come from all over the eastern half.
It's amazing how far away these kids come here to play. They want to play through the off season. Obviously, their schools aren't in the World Series. So, you got to keep playing. And this provides such a great opportunity for these kids to stay sharp through the off season, and you don't want to sit down and get rusty. You got to play every day.
One player to know, he's local ties, Patrick DeMarco. His dad, Patrick DeMarco, went to Jamestown High School right here in town, and of course the grandparents are all here. And Patrick's a freshman at Ohio University down in Athens, which is way down south, almost to Kentucky there. And so Patrick DeMarco and his dad Patrick, they're up for the season here, staying. So I was kind of hoping selfishly that Patrick would get on the mound tonight, but that remains to be seen. I mean, I think Ryan Bilka, I was talking to Jordan Basile, the head coach for Jamestown, and he thought Bilka might go 3 innings. We'll see. All right, Tarp Skunks at the plate now. Leadoff hitter hitting from the left side is Grady Mee.
Mee, the top Skunks hitter on the season so far, hitting .481. He attends Western Michigan in Kalamazoo.
Righty against left here. Here's the delivery. High pitch swung on and missed.
These leadoff hitters are aggressive. You hear a lot of times the leadoff hitter is going to go up there and he's going to let the rest of the hitters see some pitches, but these guys are aggressive.
Yeah, me is 5'10", 160. He's switch hitter. Throws right. Here's the second pitch delivered, swung on and missed again.
That was a nice changeup. He was way out. He could have swung at that twice.
So this pitcher here,
Zentiel
is working also out of the stretch.
Yeah.
Tall kid. Here's the delivery, third pitch. That's fouled down the right field line, kind of cued down there, the first base coach.
He tried to take him to school there with that same pitch, but he got a piece of that time. Way out in front, but he managed to get the end of the bat on it.
No shift going on. Everybody is dead straight away, including the outfielders. I guess you have a little respect to the 481 hitter. Here's the fourth pitch, delivered and ripped down the right.
Ball.
Fair ball. This could be extra bases just inside the bag. He'll try for two. The throw's coming in. It'll be close, and it is bobbled, so the safe. I think they'll score that a double for Grady Mee.
Definitely a double. Yeah, he went to the fastball that time, and again, 0-2 count, and leave it over the plate. I mean, these kids are good hitters. They wouldn't be here if they weren't. I mean, he sat on that fastball and just yanked it right down the line, just inside the bag.
I mean, Mee was kind of flailed at the first two pitches.
Yeah, and then he came with the fastball, and he was all over it. He kind of could have took him to school there with another off speed, I think, or at least something out of the zone.
The left fielder, Zach Kent, comes to the plate. He'll bat from the right side, so righty on righty. Man on second, Grady Mee. Here's the pitch, and Jamestown likes to go small ball. They attempted a bunt there, pulled it back, but it was a call strike one. So we're 0-1 here. We'll see if Kent tries to lay one down.
Kent only 188 in the early going of the season. Freshman at Wagner College.
Here's the delivery. And he's not squaring. He hits it to the left side. Mee will go over, and it is a bad throw. E6, and runners on the corners now for the Tarp Skunks.
Yeah, the shortstop for Elmira, Blaze Fabio. He had to rush that. It was a slow hopper. He had to rush the throw, and that was going to be a tough play anyway.
Yeah, that's sometimes.
And they did give him an error on that. I agree with the scoring on that, but it was a tough play.
Yeah, Mee had no trouble advancing from second to third there because it was such a slow roller. Here comes Colin Houck, the three-hitter, batting from the right side against the right-handed pitcher. Here's the delivery, and that is low, bounces off to plate ball one.
Houck, sophomore at East Stroudsburg.
East Stroudsburg, where Coach Bill Race, the legend, went.
That's right. He's at 368 on the season.
Houck looking for the second pitch. There's a steal. The throw goes down. I think they're going to get him. He was out by a stride.
Oh, yeah, he was out by a mile, and there was no play for to bring Mee home on that. He didn't even break for the plate to try and see what Elmira would do.
Yes, Tarp Skunks, they like to steal. They steal 4 or 5 bags a night, or at least attempt them. And 0 for 1 tonight here. Here's the delivery. Rip into the left field. That'll score a run for the Tarp Skunks here in the bottom of the first. Left fielder picks it up, throws it in. So a nice single from Colin Houck, the DH.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Just fastball up in the zone, and Houck was just all over. Just ripped a single right by the third baseman, easily scoring Mee.
So Matt Thompson will come to the plate. He's our third baseman for the Tarp Skunks, batting in the cleanup hole. Man on first. What do we have? 1 out on the caught stealing. Jamestown now leads 1-0, bottom 1. First pitch here to Thompson. Delivery. Ripped to the third baseman. He's caught. They'll try to turn 2. They get 1. Throw it over to first, and he beats the throw. So 2 outs now as Thompson reaches on that fielder's choice. Almost got the double play. It was a good-looking turn there by the Pioneers.
It was. They did about all they could do with that. You had a fast runner, and the ball was just not sharply hit. It just got to the third baseman too slowly.
So Paul Catalano, the center fielder, number 13, he'll bat from the left side here with 2 outs, man on first. First pitch, inside ball 1. So Thompson on first, the cleanup hitter. He's 6'2", 190. We'll see if he attempts a steal here. Takes a healthy lead. No, he's not going. Ball outside, 2-0.
Catalano, 222 on the year. Goes to Fairfield University in Connecticut. He's a junior there.
Fairfield, just this side of Bridgeport, Connecticut, near the Long Island Sound, home of David Letterman.
Wow, you did do your homework.
2-0. 2-0 delivery, fouled back. It's 2-1 now.
Bilka tried something off speed there, and excuse me, not Hulk Thompson, way out in front of it. Catalano, way out in front of it.
So what do we have? 2-1, 2 outs, bottom one, man on first. Tarp Skunks up 1-0. There's the hit. It's a slow roll to the second baseman. This should be an out, and it is. So after 1 inning of play, the Tarp Skunks take a 1-0 lead right here on WRFA at Dietrich Park in Jamestown, New York.
We'll have more live Jamestown Tarp Skunk baseball in just a moment, but right now it's time to meet one of the Tarp Skunks.
Stumbling a little bit. I'm a little rusty.
Jordan DeWay, I'm head baseball coach for the Tarp Skunks from Jamestown, New York, and played at Frederick State University. When not coaching the Tarp Skunks, what do you do? I try to get out to the golf course as much as possible, but I'm also coaching now at Frederick State University, taking up a lot of time.
We'll get rolling.
Had a professional baseball team. I always rooted for the underdogs.
I'm trying to find everybody here. And
spend a lot of money and weren't buying their players. I like to see those low salaries and the teams that try to help each other. Obviously, the Yankees are on. Favorite baseball player? Never matched his
maybe yeah.
However, I love Brett Gardner the way he played. But I think if I really have to pick one, it's Ichiro.
Yeah, I'll take it.
It was soccer, it was baseball, it was basketball, football, golf, bowling. I played hockey, so I don't know if I said that one yet. Whatever.
Who's going to be out?
My favorite sport, and then at the end of the day,
Henderson, Ray Henderson.
my favorite baseball
Hernandez.
Patrick Henry.
Oh, thank you.
Bottom of the 11th inning, rubber match.
They're picking us up on YouTube.
What do you like best about coaching the Jamestown Tarp Skunks? Just being here. The amount of work that everybody puts into this between board members, fans, ground crew. When you actually walk out of the locker room every day and you stand on the field and you take a look around and everything around you, it's just the amount of time everyone puts in, and what a great opportunity. You're listening to Jamestown Tarp Skunks baseball right here on WRFALP 107.9 FM in Jamestown.
Ray Hernandez enters the batter's box. He'll hit from the left side. He's the third baseman, and he flails kind of, looked like a changeup just a little bit outside, but strike one.
Yeah, changed speed on him, and he was way out in front of it. Hernandez hitting .231 on the season, also from St. Thomas University.
It's just north of the New York City on the Hudson.
Oop, that.
Ball outside, he called that a strike?
He called it a strike. It looked a little low. I think Servia did a nice job framing that and got the call.
0-2 to Ray Hernandez, the third baseman. Here's the delivery, and that one outside from Ryan Bilka.
That's a little bit better 0-2 pitch.
See if we can get him to fish.
Yeah, went with a slider and left it out. Didn't catch any of the plate.
See, he switches baseballs here in the major leagues. If there's one little speck of dust on there, they switch a baseball. Here you might see a little bit of a brown baseball once in a while. Here's the delivery on 1 and 2. That'll be high and even the count at 2 and 2.
Left the fastball up there, make it even the count at 2 and 2. Yeah, it's scary the amount of baseballs a major league season can go through.
It's incredible. They throw in all foul balls into the stands. 2-2 delivery and swung on and missed. Changeup got him a little outside.
That was a really nice pitch there. Went back to his off-speed stuff, caught the outside corner, and third baseman for Elmira was way out in front of that.
So Matt Frazetta, who's hitting in the 6 hole, he plays first base for the Elmira Pioneers. He'll step up to the plate. Here's the delivery, swung on and fouled off himself. That'll be, of course, a foul ball. Went into the field of play, but if you, as everybody knows, you foul it off your body, it's automatically foul.
For Zeta, hitting 143 on this early season. He is a sophomore at Seton Hall.
Seton Hall out of the Big East, the big boys. We have a Big Ten player on this roster here from Purdue. Here's the second pitch down the middle. It is slapped to the second baseman. Nice gravy hop, throws it over to the first baseman. And out number 2 here in the top of the second inning. Elmira trails Jamestown Tarp Skunks 1-0. Tarp Skunks scored in the bottom half of the first. It was the leadoff hitter Grady Mee hit a double and eventually made his way home. Now Pioneers trying to answer a couple of outs here in the bottom of the second. First delivery to number 16, Christian Zilli, the second baseman. And they called that a strike. That was also right on the corner on the outside.
Might have been a little generous there.
Zilli batting from the right side, so right on right here. Second pitch delivered, fouled down the third base side. That'll make it 0-2. Yeah, Zilli didn't look real happy with that first pitch call strike.
I really don't blame him. But Christian Zilli hitting 143. I'm sorry, I misspoke. Not Seton Hall. Seton Hill.
Seton Hill, just east of Pittsburgh. And swung on and missed the 0-2 pitch. And another strikeout for Ryan Bilka.
That's 3 strikeouts. And I said, not a big strikeout pitcher. Support for WRFA's coverage of Jamestown Tarp Skunks baseball is brought to you in part by County of Chautauqua Industrial Development Agency. The Chautauqua County IDA is an economic development organization authorized and empowered by New York State to make Chautauqua County a better place to work, live, and visit. The IDA facilitates development by attracting new businesses. It also promotes the retention and expansion of existing businesses, and it offers businesses assistance in the forms tax abatements, low interest loans, and bond financing, all of which enhance the opportunities of job creation and retention across Chautauqua County. Chautauqua County IDA, a proud supporter of Jamestown Tarp Skunks baseball on WRFA. For more information, call 716-661-8900 or visit ccida.com.
All right, our broadcast can be heard at 107.9 FM. That's WRFA. The audio also streams at WRFALP.com. And if you go to the Tarp Skunks YouTube channel, our audio is over that streaming feed, which is very nice, a nice feature. For I know we have, I was looking at the hits, probably 400 or 500 people a night listening. I suspect a lot of it's family members spread out across the country.
Sure.
And we welcome, we appreciate your listenership. I'm Tom Ames alongside Derek Abbey, lovingly referred to as Zeke, and we'll bring you the action here tonight. So here we go, Tarp Skunks, bottom of the second, first pitch drilled out to right field, but that goes right to the right field. They only had to take a couple of steps, and there was one out here.
That was Tommy Googans, the second baseman. He made that nice play in the last half of the inning. I'll tell you, these kids are aggressive, both sides.
So Luke Fuller now for the Tarp Skunks will come to the plate. He plays right field. He's the one that made that terrific diving catch in the top half of the first. He bats from the right side. Pitch comes in. That's called strike one.
Fuller hitting 100 even right now. He's a sophomore at Drury University.
Out in Missouri, as they say. Second pitch down the middle, got him with the heat.
He got his money's worth out of that hack. He was looking at that WRFA sign out there.
in left center. So Fuller 0-2. He rips one down, almost fouled, just outside of that third base bag. That would have been an extra base hit for sure.
Again, 0-2, and Gentile just put a pumpkin curveball right over the plate.
0-2 pitch coming again. Here's the delivery. Swung on. This one down the right field line. Will it stay fair? No. Just about a yard foul down that right side. So the count remains 0-2.
Put a good swing on that. It was outside fastball. Took it the other way, but as you know, right-handed hitter didn't hit in the right field. That thing is not going to stay fair.
Well, and, you know, he's got to protect, right, Zeke? I mean,
yeah.
He's got 0-2 counts.
Yeah, and to me, I mean, these pitchers are just getting way too much of the plate on 0-2.
Here comes the 0-2 delivery again, and it'll be fouled. Foul. I thought it might hop into the field of play. The catcher was right on that, but
he went with the curveball again and got a good swing on it.
So Fuller, back of the box, kind of crowding just a hair. Still 0-2 here. Long at bat. Here's the delivery, and it's swung on. It's a high fly ball. Camping under it is the shortstop. That's Blaze Fadio, and he cans it. And out there. 2 outs now for the Tarp Skunks.
Well, these guys throw strikes, that's for sure. I don't think he threw one pitch there out of the strike zone.
Yeah, you know, we're in the perfect game collegiate baseball league, and it's as you mentioned, Zeke, a lot of freshmen, a lot of sophomores, and a lot of balls thrown from pitchers.
Yeah.
Games can drag on, but both pitchers tonight finding the strike zone. Here's the pitch now to Cooper Monroe, the first baseman, number 27. And
he's also from Drury University, a junior there. Hitting 133 on the season. Tall right-handed hitter.
Second pitch fouled off. And that'll be 0-2 now. The Tarp Skunks finding a couple of 0-2 counts right here in the bottom of the second. Drury out in the Midwest. You know, it's wonder what draws you here.
Yeah.
0-2 delivery here from Gentile. Here's the pitch, and it was close. It's called a ball. That could have gotten rung up with a reverse K. So Monroe hangs tough. 1-2 the count now. Bottom second, 2 outs. Nobody on. Here's the delivery, and it is fouled high into foul territory. Third baseman trying to get to it before it goes out of play, and it just goes into the dugout. That would have been a real tough catch there for the third baseman, Hernandez.
He's got confidence in that curveball. He keeps putting it right over the plate on these 0-2 counts. Let's see if Jamestown can burn him on it.
I mean, Gentile's a big guy. 2.13 ERA, 6'4", 215. So here we are still at 1-2 to Monroe. Gentile working out of the stretch. 1-2 delivery, and they take strike 3. There was 2 pitches there could have been called third strikes, and they'll get them right there. So after 2, the Tarp Skunks 1, and the Pioneers from Elmira nothing. Right here on WRFA 107.9 FM. We're back here at Dietrich Park. Beautiful night at Dietrich Park. Wind coming quartering in against the hitter, kind of heading toward right field just a bit. Sun pops out here. I've always said, you know, Zeke, you and I grew up in this area. I've always said that this baseball park is just beautiful.
Oh, it's gorgeous. I played here when I was going to JCC for Joe Mastretta, and this was a draw to get kids to come here and play. This beautiful stadium.
Spencer Aubin, the extra hitter, is at the plate. Bats from the right side. He takes strike one here to begin the top of the third. 1-0 Tarp Skunks over the Pioneers.
Aubin, a freshman at UMass Lowell.
0-1 delivery on its way, fouled away. 0-2 now to Aubin for the Pioneers. He hits in the 8 slot. Game's been moving right along.
Yeah, I mean, these pitchers, they throw strikes. Keeps the game moving. Billix looks really good. He's got 3 strikeouts. He's given up 1 hit. No walks.
Bilka's delivery on 0-2 is in the dirt, to no one's surprise.
That's a little better 0-2 pitch, in my opinion. Threw the curveball, kept it low, out, tried to get him to chase.
So 1-2 to Spencer Aubin from Ryan Bilka, looking for his first win of the season. Here's the delivery,
yeah.
And that rings him up.
He froze him with that curveball. He bent his knees and dropped it right in there. That was pretty.
Aubin's disgusted. I can't tell if he doesn't think it's a strike or if he's mad at himself. But in any event, it's the first out for the first batter. Now, Wes Gingrich, the center fielder, number 4.
It looked like a good pitch to me, but we're up here and he's down there. So
Gingrich, a sophomore at Purdue. And swung on and missed on the first pitch, 0-1.
Get ahead, stay ahead. I like it. That was Billick's 4th strikeout.
Yeah, Bilka throwing throwing really well from the mound tonight. Here's the second pitch, just a little bit outside, evens the count.
Great spot for that fastball right there, just off the plate. These guys are aggressive. That's a good pitch against an aggressive team.
Purdue and Indiana, just outside of Indianapolis. Here's the pitch, the third pitch, 1-1. It's dumped in, and the right fielder comes in and makes the catch just over the head of the second baseman. So that's the second out here in the top of the third, and Tarp Skunks still up 1-0 from that run from Grady Mee in the bottom of the first.
You know, I was just sitting here thinking, man, those outfielders look like they're playing awful shallow. But now you know why. If he's not playing shallow, that's a base hit.
The right fielder batting in the 10 hole is Cam Levesque, and he takes, they call that an outside strike?
That was a strike, and it didn't look outside to me. I don't think he's been behind one hitter.
Bilka, the 0-1 delivery down the middle. There's a swing and a miss with a breaking ball. So 0-2, both pitchers have seen a lot of 0-2 counts.
Yeah, they get ahead. Put the hitter back on his heels.
So Levesque, 167 hitter. Of course, this is a young season.
Sure.
0-2 delivery. The take on a tough pitch is called ball. And Bilka looks in and said, "Are you kidding me?"
He could have rung him up there. I think he called it just a hair high.
1-2. Top 3. 2 outs. Delivery. Swing on a miss. Another strikeout for Bilka. Great stuff. So after 2.5 innings, Jamestown 1 and Elmira 0.
Support for WRFA's coverage of the Jamestown Tarp Skunks brought to you in part by Chautauqua Institution. Chautauqua Institution, a community on the shores of Chautauqua Lake that comes alive each summer with a unique mix of fine and performing arts, including theater and musical entertainment, along with lectures, interfaith worship, and programs, and recreational activities. The 2023 season features Natalie Merchant, Diana Ross, Patty LaBelle, the Revivalists, Band of Horses, Straight No Chaser, Snarky Puppy, Trombone Shorty, Mavis Staples, and more. Chautauqua Institution. For more information, call 1-800-836-ARTS, 1-800-836-2787, or visit discoverchq.org.
So Natalie Merchant, you know, she's homegrown talent here from Jamestown, was the
Yeah.
lead singer for the 10,000 Maniacs for many years, and they were this terrific band, and still together. Although Natalie is out on her own, I was talking to her brother. She's talking about retirement, I guess. But you're right. Some other nice acts coming to Chautauqua Institution. Just a terrific venue. They rebuilt that Athenaeum a few years ago, and it's really that straight no chaser. I know my wife should be on that one.
And our buddy Dickie counting up there at Chautauqua Institution. I know he's listening. Hi, Dickie.
All right, Tarp Skunks at the plate. First pitch is taken as a strike. That was just a little bit outside. Alex Servia, the catcher, hitting in the 10 hole. 0-1, delivery, breaking ball. Oh, beauty. Come right over.
That's Evan Frahala, the extra hitter. This is the number 9 hitter.
Scusa.
And I got nothing for where he plays.
Yeah, they didn't have a lot of stats there. It almost made me think that maybe he was a new addition here.
Yeah, he may be.
Evan Frahala wearing number 7, the extra hitter, hitting in the 9 slot.
1-2 now.
1-2 delivery. First batter here, bottom 3. Tarp Skunks up 1-0.
He froze him with a beautiful curveball there. Got him looking.
Reverse K. Both pitchers ringing up the Ks.
Yeah.
How many now for Gentile?
That's just his second, but it's his second in a row. He struck out Monroe to end the inning, and then gets another strikeout looking to start this inning.
So now the 10 hitter, Alex Servia, the catcher, and he fouls off the first pitch, 0-1.
Servia only hit 067 early in the season. Freshman from Nova Southern, Florida.
Nova Southern. Hold, please.
Holding. 0-1.
0-1 delivery. That one way outside. Nova Southern is down in the Fort Lauderdale, Davie area in Florida on the East Coast. 1-1 delivery right down the middle.
It was down and out. And I got to say, this might be the first time I've seen a hitter ahead in the count.
2-1. Boy, that looked like a good pitch to me, but called the ball. 2-1 now to Servia. There's the 2-1 pitch fouled off. Evens count at 2-2.
I think he can look fastball here and adjust for anything off speed.
I mean, Gentile already has, coming into tonight, 12 2/3 innings. 0-0, 2.13 ERA. He's throwing a nice game. And there's a rip out to directly center field, and that center fielder, this should be an easy play, and it is.
Hardly had to move.
Second out of the inning here in the bottom of the 3rd. And we'll head to the top of the order with Grady Mee. He started the game with a nice rip double down that first base line. He's a lefty.
Yeah, Grady Mee doubled in the first and scored a run. Let's see if he can get something started here with 2 outs.
Actually, Mee, switch hitter, the right-handed pitcher. He swung around to the left side of the box. 2 out, bottom 3. First pitch to me is up high for a ball. Catcher doesn't think so.
I didn't either.
Mee took that for 1-0. Mee, the leading hitter for the Tarp Skunks, coming in at 481 tonight. Second pitch on the inside corner. That one's called a strike. 1-1 now. 2 out, nobody on here in the bottom of the 3rd. Tarp Skunks 1, and the Pioneers of Elmira 0. 1-1 delivery on its way. That one's going to be, I thought it was inside. They'll call that a strike.
Might have got the inside corner there. He went off speed, surprisingly, there, and to the left-handed hitter hitting Mee. As you said, he's a switch hitter.
Well, Mee, we had it 0-2 when he ripped that double in the first inning. We'll see what he does here at 1-2. The delivery and the fastball is fouled off into the first base dugout. Count remains 1-2.
He was looking dead red there and just got out in front of that fastball.
So Mee looks for 1-2 from Gentile. The pitch a little outside, tough to take. He does. That evens the count at 2-2.
He tried to front door curveball there.
I think if that snuck over the plate, that wouldn't have gone well. So me now, evens count at 2-2. Here's the delivery on its way. Fastball fouled off again over to the first base side.
He's all over that fastball. But I'm impressed with that take on the previous pitch. He laid off the curveball, picked up the spin, and that's not the pitch he wanted to swing on, even with 2 strikes. I'm impressed with his discipline.
Yeah, good quick hands, too. Quick bat. Here's the 2-2 delivery. Curveball outside again, and me leaves it alone. That'll run the count full at 3-2.
Teal's almost getting into a rhythm. Fastball off speed, fastball off speed. And I haven't seen a lot of changeups. If I have, I can't remember. It's just curveball.
Payoff pitch. Curveball is ripped into the right center field. Will they get to it? Right fielder coming over and makes the grab to end the inning. So 3 innings are in the books here tonight. And the lead stands as it was after 1. And it is 1-0. Tarp Skunks over the Pioneers of Elmira right here on WRFA 107.9 FM. What do we got? Elmira coming up. Just like to see this. Top of the order?
Yes, top of the order.
Football Journal is your local multimedia news source for Southern Chicago County. Print, online, mobile, Facebook, and Twitter. Become a subscriber tonight. Football Journal is proud to be the official print media provider for your Jamestown Tarp Skunks.
Tune in for live play-by-play action for each home game right here on your community radio station. For a complete broadcast schedule, visit WRFALP.com/TarpSkunks. See you at the ballpark.
All right, we're back here at Dietrich Park. Beautiful Dietrich Park. Park named after Russ Dietrich, who's just a fixture here in our community in so many ways, but certainly big-time baseball he'll be remembered for mostly. And so in the community recognize the contributions that Russ Dietrich made to baseball here in the greater Jamestown area and named the park after here. It's actually owned by the city of Jamestown, but it's on the campus of Jamestown Community College.
Deservedly so.
All right, the Pioneers.
Surprised Billick's still in there with the inning counts that they have, but he's out there for the 4th.
Throwing so well. Leadoff hitter Matt Granato takes the plate.
Surprise, surprise. Gets ahead with the first pitch.
Strike 1, and it was a fly out to the
second baseman. He popped out to the second baseman his first time up.
So 0 for 1. Now he is 0-1 in the count here to Bilka. Bilka's delivery inside, even in the count at 1.
Changed his arm angle a little bit there, too. He dropped down on that curveball there.
A different look on the arm, on the delivery, you're saying.
Yeah.
1-1 pitch on its way. Fastball. They're going to say it's inside. Boy, these pitches, both pitchers, when they're missed, they're not missing badly.
Not by a lot. We've seen just a couple pitches in the dirt. And
they were 0-2 pitches.
Yeah, and Granada, he's on top of the plate. That might have caught a piece of it.
2-1 delivery. There's the take and the strike call. 2-2 now. Top of the 4th inning. Tarp Skunks up 1-0 over Elmira Pioneers. Jamestown just about a half a game behind the Pioneers in the standings. There on 2-2, the foul off down the left field side.
Bilka just hammering the strike zone. And, if you're going to beat us, it's because you hit me. It's not because I walked you.
Yeah, Bilka's given up just 1 hit here through 3.
No walks, 5 strikeouts.
Here's the delivery, and that ball put in play. It'll be fielded by the third baseman. The throw to first is on time, and there's an out to begin the top of the fourth inning.
Nice play by Matt Thompson over there at third, cutting it off in front of the shortstop and making a nice throw to first.
Now batting for the Elmira Pioneers.
Yeah, so if you're third baseman, you want to take anything you can get down
Anything you can get. If you can get to it, it's yours. It's a much easier throw going across the diamond like that than the shortstop having to plant, turn.
Second hitter of the inning, and the second hitter in the lineup is shortstop Blaze Fadio.
Struck out looking his first time up.
Batting from the right side, crowding that plate. First pitch.
Oh,
ball must have been low.
had to be low. And for a change, he goes behind in the count.
1-0 pitch. Fadio at the plate. 1 out, top 4. Jamestown leads 1-0 over Elmira. Here's the delivery. That's going to be high. And it's 2-0.
I see him. He dropped down again on that one. Now I'm wondering, is he changing his arm angle or is he getting a little fatigued already?
I was just thinking that. There's the 2-0 delivery, and that one off the mark as well. So for the first time tonight, for either pitcher, we see a 3-0 count. So Alex Servia, the catcher, goes out, kind of gives him some words of encouragement. You got to throw a strike here.
I mean, behind 1-0, you got to take a pitch here, I would imagine. You see him laboring. And you need a base runner.
Fadio does, in fact, take a pitch. 3-1 now. So now you're zone hitting here, right, Zeke? You're looking for your best pitch.
Right. This is a hitter's pitch. One pitch, one spot.
3-1 delivery, and call strike 2 to run the count full.
That was a little up in the zone. I think it was a good called strike, but it wasn't a 3-1 pitch to swing at.
3-2 delivery. Bilka strikes him out.
That's good work by Bilka there. He goes down 3-0 and just battles his way back. You can tell he's starting to labor just a little bit, and he battled through it and got the strikeout.
Yeah, Jordan Bazile, I mentioned it earlier. I talked to him on the phone today, head coach for the Tarp Skunks, and he thought Bilka about 3 innings is what he said. Well, we're 3 2/3 right now.
I didn't keep a pitch count, which I wish I would have now, because he hasn't thrown a lot of pitches.
Now up, number 10, the 3-hitter, John Schroeder, and he swings and misses on the first pitch, 0-1. Bilka still grinding out there.
Still looks good. You know, you can still battling.
Schroeder batting from the left side. Here's the 0-1 delivery outside and maybe a little low. Evens it at 1-1. Still
with nobody on, 2 outs, you want to be aggressive here. You don't want to walk anybody, which he obviously does not do.
There's the pitch. Rip out to the right field. That right fielder's on his horse trying to catch up to it. He won't. It'll go over his head and run to the warning track, and it's at least a double. And he'll head for third base, and he'll come in fairly easily. Almost a stand-up triple.
Yeah, he left that over the plate, and Schroeder, the catcher, he didn't make a mistake on that. And now I'm going to go back to how shallow the outfielders are playing. He may have been able to run that down just a little bit deeper. Instead, it's over his head, rolls away from him in an easy triple.
Yeah, I mean, that ball bounced way in front of the warning track. It rolled dead in the warning track, so, you know, it obviously wasn't ripped.
Yeah, look where Googans is right now. I mean, he's almost a deep second baseman.
And you got your 4-hitter up, Jake Kelleher, with a man on third and 2 outs. First pitch, call strike 1. It's a big spot here for Ryan Bilka.
Yeah, this is a good spot for a young kid to battle out of. I like leaving him in here, and let's see how he reacts.
Bilka gives up only his second hit. It's a triple, however, to the 3-hitter Schroeder. There's the 0-1 delivery, and that's fouled back into the screen. 0-2 now. So this is where you want to be, right, Bilka? 0-2 when you're in a jam.
Yep. You want your catcher working hard because he's probably going to come with something, a curveball or something. Catcher's got to work hard to make sure nothing gets by him, because 2 outs, man on third, you don't want that guy scoring, especially up a run.
Jake Kelleher, the 4-hitter, down 0-2. There's a swing and a miss.
Good work by Bilka there. Great work. get out of that jam.
That was really good stuff by Bilka. That might be the last pitch we'll see Bilka throw.
I would imagine.
But after 3 1/2 innings, the Tarp Skunks hang on to that 1-0 lead.
Support for WRFA Radio is brought to you in part by listeners like you. WRFA is a non-commercial, non-profit community radio station. Anyone who wants to make a donation of any amount can do so simply by clicking the donate button located on the menu bar of our website, WRFALP.com. It's fast and easy. Checks of any amount can also be made out to WRFA Radio and mailed to the radio station at 116 East 3rd Street, Jamestown, New York, 14701. Local businesses are also encouraged to make an underwriting contribution to WRFA. To learn more about becoming a station underwriter, email WRFA@reglanay.com. If you enjoy this program, please consider making a donation or underwriting contribution today. Your support is greatly appreciated. Low power to the people.
Jason Sample, our man, the general manager for WRFA.
Who just walked in right on cue.
That's fun.
And I want to say thank you, Jason, for giving us this opportunity. This is something I pestered you, Tom, about that I wanted to get on. Of course, we do the Jamestown high school football games, and you had to take me kicking and screaming to go do that, and I enjoyed working with you and Shummer, but now I got a little feel for it, and I'm like, baseball is my thing, so get me on the air in baseball.
Well, Derek Abbey, my broadcast partner here, known as Zeke, he's a little bit more than just acquainted with baseball. Zeke was first team All-Western New York when he was a senior in high school. So there's only 9 players that can say that in all of Western New York, all of Section 6. So he's a humble man. All right, we're in the bottom of the 4th here with the Tarp Skunks up. 2 hitters, Zach Kent, the left fielder. He'll give it a go. Same pitcher on the mound? I think so.
Kent got on an error by the shortstop in the first inning.
Max Gentile, he enters the 4th inning.
Surprising.
1-0 pitch, swung on a miss.
Again, Kent does not get cheated on his swings.
Yeah, Kent, he's 39. He's 5'9", 180, a freshman out of Wagner in Staten Island. Here's the delivery on the 3rd pitch, the 0-2 pitch, and they're going to ring him up on a pitch on the outside corner, allegedly.
That was a little out, I think. But we're up here, and the umpire's right there.
Yeah, and we're not directly behind the plate, so we're just biased.
and we're biased.
Colin Houck, the 3-hitter, will come up for the Tarp Skunks.
Houck grounded, got on a fielder's choice on a ground ball to the 3rd baseman in the first inning.
Hustled down the line, avoided that double play.
Yeah, that's right.
Houck takes ball 1, 1-0 here. Here's the delivery. Gentile, breaking ball. Does it sneak into the inside corner? No. It'd be 2-0. So Gentile, who has not been behind on many counts here tonight, finds him a little bit behind at 2-0.
Just missed with that off speed.
2-0 delivery on its way. Swung on and fouled off. That'll go over the grandstand and through somebody's windshield.
That was his pitch, and he just missed it. That was a fastball right belt high, right down the middle, and he didn't capitalize.
2-1 the count, still kind of a hitter's count. Here's the 2-1 delivery. It is a breaking ball and fouled back right on top of the roof here.
Houck knew that one too. That was another one that you could tell. He's like, oh, how'd I miss that?
Houck
fouled it straight back.
Solid hitter at 368 coming into tonight. 2-2 delivery on its way. Swung on. It'll be a ground ball to the shortstop again. Fired across the stadium. A perfect throw for out number 2.
Nice play by Fadio over there. Got a nice hop and didn't make a mistake.
Both at bats there for Houck with ground balls to the shortstop. And now the 4-hitter, Matt Thompson. He plays third base for the Tarp Skunks. Comes in hitting .267.
I apologize. Houck got a single in the first inning. He had that RBI single. Thompson had the fielder's choice.
First pitch to Thompson. And they'll call it a ball just inside a smidge.
Keep doing things like that, I'm not going to be asked back here again.
6'2", 190 freshman out of Youngstown State. And there the 1-0 pitch is fouled into the bullpen area.
You see the kids scamper down there and takes me back to the old Jamestown Expos games. Kids running around after foul balls.
And if they went into the grandstand, there was no net then.
No.
If you got the ball, they'd come around and give you a quarter. That's how old we are. They'd give you a quarter and you gave the ball back.
That's before me.
I'm older than you. There's the 1-1 delivery, and it's fouled off down the third base side.
They would come back. They would come, give you a quarter to get the ball back.
Yeah, and sometimes we'd run because we wanted the ball. 1-2 delivery here to Thompson. The cleanup hitter. Nobody on. It's a breaking ball fouled back again.
That was a good piece of hitting there. That was a in-between curveball, not his pitch to hit, but you can't take it with 2 strikes, and he did a nice job fouling that off.
2 outs, bottom of the 4th. 1-2 count here to the cleanup hitter, Matt Thompson, and also the third baseman for the Tarp Skunks. Max Gentile still on the mound, pitching in the 4th. 1-2 delivery on its way, swung on, fouled back into the screen.
I think Gentile's picked up a little speed here later in the. This has got to be his last inning, I would imagine, but that was a really good high fastball that Thompson couldn't catch up to.
I mean, Elmira, this is their 10th game, and Gentile's already pitched 12 and 2/3 innings coming in, plus these 4. Here's a 2-2 delivery, and that's a ball up the middle of the infield there, and the pitcher had to field it, makes a throw to first, no good, and it goes to the fence, and they'll charge an error. I think it will be a hit and a throwing error on the pitcher, and the Thompson gets his way to second base.
Yeah, that was going to be a tough play all the way. That's got to be a hit, and Gentile hopped off the mound really nice, made a barehanded grab, but he wasn't going to get Thompson. Just eat it there, and makes a bad throw, gives him second base in that situation. Not advised.
It was a full cut, but it acted like a bunt.
Yeah, he was out in front of it and kind of cue-balled it.
Paul Catalano hitting in the 5 spot, plays center field. He'll come to the plate. He's hitting from the left side. Man on second now with 2 out. There's a swing, and it's a Texas leaguer. Will the short chop retreat and get to it? He does. So that will end the inning with no damage done by the Tarp Skunks. They have 1 hit and 1 error. They leave 1 stranded. So after 4 innings, it's the Tarp Skunks 1 and the Elmira Pioneers 0. You're listening to Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League Baseball on WRFA 107.9 FM.
Yankee Bush production event of your choice. So our first ticket for the Yankee Bush production is ticket number 932-1941. Again, that's 932-1941.
All right.
Make sure it's a Friday.
Yankee Bush production ticket. A winning ticket for the $84.
This is nice fast. I shouldn't say.
1984. That's 932-1984.
See who they're bringing in here.
The winning ticket numbers can be down by Tarp Skunks.
Looks like number 10.
Your prizes. Let me back up to you.
Has everything the radio has.
The Tarp Skunks would like to invite you to visit all things Tarp Skunks on their website, tarpskunks.com. For all their online shop, purchase tickets, check out the team info, and check out the history of baseball in Jamestown. Plus, you see our home and website. We'll check out all the partners now in baseball in Jamestown.
Back at Dietrich Park, we head to the top of the 5th inning. The Tarp Skunks from Jamestown, 1-0 lead over the Pioneers of Elmira, who have a pitching change here, and we suspected that was coming. It's Andrew Ayers the 6'3", 180-pound freshman out of St. Bonaventure University. And it's near and dear to my heart. I'm an alum as well from St. Bonaventure.
Huh, I didn't know that. First time I ever heard that.
Ayers lives in Buffalo, New York.
9 innings this year for Ayers. He's got 11 strikeouts in 9 innings. So that's a little bit of a change. We got a strikeout pitcher, but only 3 walks. Usually those power pitchers, they tend to get a little wild, but only 3 walks in 9 innings. He's given up 8 hits, 4 earned runs, and has a 4.00 ERA in 4 games.
So Ayers throws, he's a lefty. Going to be a little change here for the Pioneers. And trying to get a handle on it here. He's a little wild in his warm-up. I don't know if that's any indication.
He's got a long sweeping arm motion.
Good stuff. That'll about do it here. I think one more warm-up pitch and we'll get back into it here. So game kind of cruising along here. The Skunks, Tarp Skunks manufactured a hit thanks to a leadoff double by Grady Mee. And they worked him around throughout the inning. He came home to score 1-0, but that's where we have stood. And the pitcher's doing a great job here tonight.
We closed the book on Bilka. He went 4 innings, 1 hit, no walks, 6 strikeouts. Great game for Bilka.
So the left-hander up now for Elmira. It's
Keller.
It's Ray Hernandez, number 47, and there's the swing and a miss. I think they've got a scouting report on Hernandez. He's got junk or a changeup on that first pitch every time, and he swung and missed every time on the plate. This is 3rd at bat. So Hernandez down 0-1 here to Andrew Ayers, just throwing his 2nd pitch. That one's just going to be the heater. Just misses that outside corner, evens it at 1-1.
Keller struck out his first time up. Or excuse me, Hernandez.
1-1 delivery. Ayers on the mound. Just his first inning of action. And there's a little bit of a breaking mound, like a cutter. And it comes across the plate for a strike. 1-2 now as Ayers gets ahead of Ray Hernandez, the 3rd baseman.
This is the kind of lefty that lefties hate.
And there's a swung on and miss. 4 pitches and a K.
Changed speeds on him there a little bit, and Hernandez way out in front. He's got that long, sweeping delivery from the left side, and not being a left-handed hitter, but I know, like talking to Chummer and stuff, you can't pick the ball up until the last second.
First baseman Matt Frazetta enters the batter's box, hitting from the right side. Lefty delivery. Pitch 1 is inside, ball 1. Tarp Skunks 1, Elmira 0. We're in the top of the 5th. 1 out, nobody on. Frazetta at the plate. 1-0 delivery and fouled back to the screen. Evens it at 1-1. So it's starting to darken up a little bit here. I think it's mostly cloud cover because we're a ways away. We're an hour and change away from a sunset, but still a nice night.
Frazetta grounded out to the 2nd baseman his first time up.
Andrew Ayers, the Bonnie pitcher, wants a new baseball, gets it.
So Bilka went 4 innings, and I apologize, 2 fours.
2 hits.
7 strikeouts, 2 hits with the triple.
But that triple, he remained on 3rd, never got home. Delivery, swung on, drilled out to left field, coming in, the left fielder has to let it hit on a bounce. There's a single from the 2nd person up in this inning from Frazetta, the 6th hitter. So that's the 3rd hit of the ball game for the Pioneers. Tarp Skunks also with 3 hits. So
Zach Kent just got a little bit of a late break on that and wisely decided not to dive forward after it. Being up 1-0, getting to the middle innings, you don't want to put a guy in 2nd.
Christian Zilli, the 2nd baseman in the 7 hole, he comes to the plate hitting 3rd in the inning. 1 out, man on 1st. First pitch taken for a strike here. Zilly down 0-1. Andrew Ayers, first inning pitch. He'll throw over to the first baseman, almost wide. Good play by the first baseman, Cooper Monroe, to keep that one from being an error and a man on second.
Yeah, we don't want to put a guy in scoring position with 1 out, being up only 1 run.
Zilly at the plate. 0-1 count. Out of the stretch, of course. Andrew Ayers, delivery. And that'll be called high. Ball 1.
Zilly struck out his first time up.
Yeah, great outing for Ryan Bilka through 4. How many strikeouts did you say for Bilka?
7.
That's solid. 4 innings. Ayers also a strikeout pitcher. He'll go over to first again.
Not much of a lead over there. I don't know what he's nervous about.
In major leagues, that'd be the last time you could go over there. I'm sure that's not adopted here in the Collegiate Baseball League.
Maybe it should be. Oh, no, he's getting a little aggressive now over there.
1-1, and he'll throw over again. I think they were looking for a balk there. It almost looked like he was leaning toward home, but it was the third pitch thrown over to try to keep Frazetta close. 1-1 the count. He'll come to the plate.
Oh,
and ball inside. No, they'll call it a strike. 1-2. That was a big pitch for Ayers, who's paying a lot of attention to the man on first.
I thought that was a little inside, and I was about to say he's worried too much about that guy on first, but he got the call.
1-2. He throws over again. Is he trying to wear Frazetta down?
He's wearing himself down.
I mean, the kid, he's like 20 years old. You're not going to wear him down. You wear down guys like us.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Not being 6 feet off the bag and just taking 3 steps back.
Zilly the hitter, 1-2 count.
Yeah, he's
Ayers looks over, and he'll deliver. Swung on a miss.
Nice.
Second out and the second K of the half inning here for Ayers. Ayers gave up the line single to left field, but he's got 2 Ks. So there's a man on first, 2 outs. Tarp Skunks up 1-0. And the Pioneers trying to get a man home to tie it up.
The extra hitter, Spencer Aubin, struck out his first time up looking.
Aubin at the plate, waits that first pitch. Out of UMass Lowell, that's north of Boston. UMass, the regular campus, is in Amherst, Massachusetts.
I hope he's not on a pitch count and they're counting those throws over to first as pitches.
So before he delivers to the plate, he checks in on Frazetta on first base again. Ayers yet to deliver to Aubin. Here to the plate he comes and swung on, popped up. It's shallow right field. The right fielder's going to have to feel it. Will he get to it? He does.
All right.
That will end the middle of the 5th inning. Tarp Skunks still hanging on to that 1-0 lead. They got the run in the bottom of the first, and it's been a tight game ever since.
Support for WRFA's coverage of the Jamestown Tarp Skunks is brought to you in part by Reg Linnaeus Center for the Arts, the official license holder of the WRFA radio. Reg Linnaeus Center for Arts is located in the heart of downtown Jamestown at 106 East 3rd Street. It offers comprehensive programming that inspires, educates, and empowers our community. Reg Linnaeus also offers rental of its facilities to the public, providing space for 12 to 1,200 guests. The popular movies at the Reg Linnaeus offers a safe and comfortable environment for patrons to watch a wide variety of films, with food and beverages also available. For more information, visit reglinnaeus.com or call 716-664-2465.
You know, I was looking at the Jamestown Tarp Skunks roster here. There are players from all over, and they're from all different conferences. Guys from Princeton, so that's the Ivy League. St. Bonaventure's A-10. Alabama, that's SEC.
We got a guy from Houston, Texas on the roster.
We've got Ohio University, what's that, the MAC, I think. Bona's A-10, we talked about that. Wagner, I don't know what that is. They're in Staten Island. Peg from Forte is from Staten Island, just a little sidebar fact. We've got University of Tampa. We've got Drury. out in Springfield, Missouri. I mean, what a haul. Youngstown State. All right, bottom of the 5th inning now. Tarp Skunks.
Gentile still out there.
Gentile bringing it again into the 5th. This is some serious innings here.
Wait a minute, is that 49?
I didn't see the. We'll wait here in a minute.
I apologize. I should have been on this.
Tommy Googans.
Nope. It is Gentile still out there for the 5th.
Tommy Googans at the plate, 1-1. We'll catch you up here. And Gentile is still on the mound. 3rd pitch fouled out. Count goes to 1-2 against Googans.
Googans flew out to the right fielder's first time up in the 2nd inning.
Googans from Ohio plays at Princeton. 1-2 delivery. Oh, it's high, swung on. That was a pitch to take, and Googans couldn't lay off the high changeup, and he goes down on strikes. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
And Googans being a little aggressive, of course, with 2 strikes and chased a high fastball there. Like I said, this Gentile, it's almost like he's added a half to a mile an hour on his fastball.
Luke Fuller at the plate. He fouls off the initial pitch here, 0-1. I looked down. Tommy Yoakum sent me a text, and he is related.
Fuller popped out to the shortstop his first time up in the 2nd inning.
0-1 delivery, and there's a ground ball. Soft one to the second baseman. This should be no trouble, and it is the 2nd out of the inning as Googans goes 4-3 if you're scoring at home. Luke Fuller now comes to the plate. He's the 7 hitter, plays right field.
Struck out looking in the 2nd inning, his first time up.
So Yokes sent us a nice little text. Yokes, it's been a long time since I've done a baseball game, so pardon me.
And I've never done one, so.
0-0 delivery to Fuller, and that's going to be outside the strike zone. 1-0. 2 outs here. Bottom 5. Tarp Skunks up 1-0 over Elmira. Delivery fouled away.
That's a good, healthy swing on that fastball there.
Yeah, it was
That's a good-looking swing there.
So
Cooper Monroe. He's a. What they say? He was 6'6". Yeah, 6'6", 215 first baseman.
That's a big guy. 1-1 delivery, and the breaking ball looked good, but it's called a ball. 2-1 now to Monroe. What do they list Monroe?
They got him listed here as 6'6". I'd like to see him hang that curveball a little bit higher there. I think Monroe can tattoo it. Oh, yeah.
There's the Drury player. He kicks it over the left fielder's head. What a beautiful rip, and this will go for a stand-up double.
He was all over that fastball and just tagged it down the right, almost just to the right of the left fielder, and he couldn't run it down, and it one-hopped the wall. Beautiful hit, double for Monroe. That's her 4th hit of the game.
Evan Frahela now, the 9-hitter, will come up. This is Evan. We only have his batting average. He was 111 coming in. We don't have any stats on him.
Right. He's the extra hitter. Makes me think maybe he was a late addition.
2 outs, man on second for Frahela. Can he get him home? There's the delivery on the first pitch, called a ball outside. Perhaps a smidge low. I would love to be
your
right.
chops here to get. You got to. If you're Frahela, you got to want to score. With 2 outs, you got to
swing the
get
bat.
That, yeah, you want to get that guy home.
1-0 delivery. Swung on, hit deep to left, but I think this one will be playable. And camping underneath at the left fielder, and that will be the 3rd out.
Put a good move on it, but just got under it a little.
You know, it's good stuff. That was such a nice rip by Cooper Monroe. Unfortunately, with 2 outs, and Tarp Skunks couldn't get him home.
It was a beautiful swing. I love that kid's swing.
5 innings in the books, still at 1-0. Skunks 1, Elmira Pioneers 0. Right here on WRFA 107.9 FM and WRFALP.com/streaming for the audio as well. Stay with us as we'll head to the top of the 6th.
pitcher? Oh, no, it's not.
Yeah, you can listen to all of them. Old episodes in your garage. It doesn't matter. It's in archive. It's simple. Go to the App Store or wherever you get your app and type in WRFA.
This is Yokes.
It has everything the radio has and more.
That's what I said. All right, we're back at beautiful Dietrich Park, and now the wind kind of coming straight in at the hitter, and Ayers remains on the mound for the Tarp Skunks.
2 strikeouts in the top of the 5th and gave up 1 hit, so he had a nice inning, and hopefully he can capitalize and move on and get another one in the books here, and they'll probably move on to their later inning guys.
Yeah, Andrew Ayers, freshman at St. Bonaventure. The Bonnies have had some real nice success in the A-10 of recent years, and they've had good pitchers as well.
Derek Melquist went there and pitched.
One of your mates.
Yeah.
All right, Tarp Skunks now, top 6, and they bring Gingrich to the plate for hitting from the left side against the lefty. First pitch a little bit outside. 1-0.
Gingrich flied out to right field his last time up in the 2nd inning. Excuse me, 3rd inning.
1-0 delivery from Andrew Ayers. Working out of the stretch. Pitch on its way. Call, strike on the outside corner. 1-1 our count.
Nipped the black with a fastball there.
So top 6, Jamestown Tarp Skunks 1, Elmira Pioneers nothing. Second pitch, third pitch, swung on and missed.
That was a nice change up there. He was out in front of that. I think he got a piece of it.
Yeah, a little cued into the backstop there. 1-2 our count now to Gingrich. Hitting in the 9-hole, center fielder, number 4. So lefty on lefty. 1-2 delivery on its way. Swung on, fouled back near us.
Staying with the fastball.
Remember when we were kids, Howard Gosell got the ball flew up and they hit him
Yeah.
right in the chest, and then the next inning they put catcher's equipment on him.
Well, you know, if Dickie was up here with us, he'd have his ball mitt, and I'd have to throw it out on the field because I told him if you're over 12 years old, you can't take your ball mitt to the field with you.
1-2 delivery, swung on. That
That's
could
a
be
base
a
hit.
seeing eye base hit between the third baseman and the shortstop. So the Tarp Skunks get a leadoff hit.
That's what they call the 5.5 hole. That's where Tony Gwynn lived.
Now in the batter's box for the Pioneers.
Right between short and third. It was a good piece of hitting there by Gingrich.
Tony Gwynn.
He battled off some pitches, fouled some off, got a pitch he could barrel up, and shot it out into left field between the shortstop and third baseman.
So Gingrich, the 9-hitter, gets it done. Cam Levesque hitting in the 10 spot. The right fielder, he'll come up to the plate, hits from the right side. Will he bunt? He pulls it back, ball 1.
Levesque struck out his first time up in the 3rd inning. We can get out of this jam. How about a 6-4-3?
Yeah, nobody out here. No, is there one out?
No outs.
No outs. Nobody out,
Oh.
1-0 delivery. No bunt is on. We had that wheel going. Third baseman charging. First baseman holding on the runner. So we got a 2-0 count here.
Levesque squared but pulled it back before the pitch was delivered. So
Now we're
they're going to keep the infield guessing here.
2-0 delivery. Will he square? No, he'll hold it and take
Takes a
a call, strike 1.
Interesting. I would think this late in the game you'd want to move that runner over with no outs.
Yeah, I would too. I thought for sure he'd still square because he's going to probably see a strike at 2-0, and he did.
Yeah.
Didn't even attempt. 2-1 delivery now. You expect the hitter's going to swing away. Man on first. No, he squares. Gets the bunt down to the pitcher. He could go to second. He doesn't. Goes to first. It gets the out, but the runner advances to second.
That's the right play. I know it looked like they had him as second. Take the out. They're giving you an out. Take the out. You're pitching good. Ayers made a nice play on that. He did look at second, but he made the right choice and take the sure thing.
So Gingrich advances to second. This is the best opportunity the Pioneers have seen tonight. They've got a man on second.
Top of the order.
Yeah, just one out on that sacrifice. And Matt Granado, the leadoff hitter, is at the plate. Ayers in a spot here. First pitch inside, just a smidge, ball one.
You got first base open here, but you still want to hit the strike zone. Even though it's top of the order, you don't want to put this guy on, even with the base open, with only one out.
1-0 to Granado. Man on second.
He's
going
going
to third. They'll make the play to third base, and it's nowhere near in time.
That was easy.
And Gingrich easily steals third base. So now, if you're the Pioneers, you're in a really good spot.
Well,
one out, man on third.
In the first, after all that attention he paid to the guy on first, I didn't see him look once back at second base, and heads up base running by Gingrich to take advantage of that.
So 1-1 count here to Granado, the leadoff hitter. Man on third, one out. Infield in here for the Tarp Skunks. This is a moment here for Andrew Ayers. Here's the delivery. Swung on, and it'll be a foul ball down the right field line. It'll go into the bullpen area.
Good spot for this young kid to see what he's made of and get out of this.
I mean,
this little jam right here.
You're right. I mean, Andrew Ayers was pitching in high school last year at this time, and now,
yeah. I mean, that's things we got to remember. These are 18, 19-year-old kids,
1-2, the count to Granado. Man on third, one out. Pitch high, evens the count at 2-2. Infield in for the Tarp Skunks, as you might have imagined, with just a 1-0 lead. So Ayers would love a strikeout or an infield fly or a ground ball, but any kind of a hit is going to score Gingrich from third.
Big pitch right here.
2-2 delivery. Big spot on its way inside. Good block by the catcher. That'll make the count full at 3-2.
That was nice work by Cervea behind the plate to keep that ball in front of him, keep that runner at third base.
Good technique, slid over, little block, glove down. 3-2 count now. Out of the stretch is Ayers. Man on third for the Pioneers. Here's the delivery, and it's going to be high ball 4.
First walk of the game.
For either pitcher.
Either team.
So still one out. Runners at the corners now as Jordan Bazile will head out to the mound and have a little conversation with his freshman reliever, Andrew Ayers. Blaze Fadio, the two-hitter, plays shortstop. He'll be in to hit here once this little conversation is over.
He is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts today. Good spot for the hat trick.
Fadio experience, he's a junior, plays at Lafayette College in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Fadio's hitting .286 coming into tonight, this game. So Bazile, Jordan trying to calm down his young pitcher.
Thought he might bring in a righty here, but showing confidence in him.
Trying to build something.
6-4-3. Wow, he's really on top of the plate. There he goes.
Fadio, the band stealing. They won't make a play on it. So now two runners in scoring position at second and third. Granado at second, and it's Gingrich. The 9-hitter is at third base. At the plate, Blaze Fadio. He's the 2-hitter and the shortstop. He's ahead in the count, 1-0. Ayers on the delivery. On its way, swung on and missed.
Nice pitch. Blew it by him there. Fadio he was looking dead red there too. He took a hack at that, and his head was looking out at the left field pole.
Left fielder way off that line. Ayers, 1-1 delivery, and the breaking ball in there for strike 2. That was a big pitch.
Yeah, it was, and it was a nice frame job by Cervea to get the call.
1-2 the count now. Runners at second and third. Jamestown trying to protect their 1-0 lead. Here's the delivery. Swung on, pop
Oh,
high.
that's big. That's big.
Infield out here. Second baseman trying to gather it in. He does.
2 hands, young man.
2 outs now as Ayers continues to try to work out of this jam.
That was a really big out. Now your infielders go back. Takes away that sharply hit ground ball base hit. Really big out. Now finish it up, kid.
Good hitter at the plate. John Schroeder, the catcher for Elmira.
Schroeder is 2 for 2 today. 2 of the 4 hits with that triple.
Over the right fielder's head and then last one out to left field. Here's a first pitch strike. Kind of a little bit high, a little bit outside, but caught the plate. 0-1. Ayers trying to get out of the jam. Jamestown up 1-0. Runners at second and third with 2 outs.
You can be careful with this hitter here with first base open.
And he's a good one. On its way, pitch high. Will it remain in play? Catcher goes back, and no. I'm going to hear a thud on the roof here in a minute.
Might have got over.
I go back in the concession area.
Okay, kid. 0-2. You got first base open. You're up 1 run, second and third. You're up 0-2. Let's not put anything over the plate here.
Yeah, this one needs to be. You can bounce it in if you want.
You got pretty much their best hitter up there, I believe.
Here's the delivery. Swung on. It's a pop fly in the infield. First baseman should make the play, and he does. Andrew Ayers, the body, works out of a big jam here in the top of the 6th.
Puts out the fire.
Jamestown retains that 1-0 lead through 5.5 innings.
Support for your WRFA's coverage of Jamestown Tarp Skunks is brought to you in part by Schultz Auto Group. Schultz Auto Group, celebrating over 50 years servicing automotive needs of the greater Jamestown community with an excellent customer buying and ownership experience. All repair facilities have experienced and factory-trained technicians with state-of-the-art equipment for all automotive needs, no matter what engine type, gas, diesel, or electric. Schultz Auto Group, a proud supporter of Tarp Skunks baseball on WRFA. For more information, call 1-866-931-2998 or visit schultzauto.com. Great work by Ayers there to get out of that jam. Keep the lead. 1-0 going into the bottom of the 6th. A couple insurance runs wouldn't be a bad idea here.
And you know, a nice little tip of the cap to Alex Servia, the catcher.
Absolutely, yes.
He kept a couple pitches that were in the dirt in front of him, so the guy in third was just licking his shots to come down and score.
And how many times do you see this? Guy makes a nice defensive play, leads off the inning.
All right.
Servia will be leading off the bottom of the 6th. So, let's get the offense going now.
Alex Servia, freshman at Nova Southern, all the way down in Fort Lauderdale. And Servia, also a Florida native there down in Pembroke Pines. So Fort Lauderdale is a terrific area down on the Atlantic side, north of Miami, West Palm, Boca, down in that area. So coming to the plate, Servia.
Got a text from Chummer. He's enjoying our broadcast. Hello, Chummer.
Jim Brown, who works on football broadcasts with us in the fall and basketball broadcasts in the winter. First pitch now. We have a new pitcher on
yes,
that mound.
We do. Get a number for you here in a moment. Bear with me.
Can't pick it out. It was a 1-0, a ball on the first pitch and a ball on the second pitch. Sorry, we'll bring that.
Oh, it isn't. He is still in there.
So it's still Max Gentile.
Wow.
Takes it into the bottom 6. Servia at the plate. 2-0 delivery on its way. That's a hit up the middle. Will it get through?
It does.
And the shortstop had a play on it. Does not come up with it.
What'd I tell you? Defensive play, get a hit, score a run.
That's close to an error, but I think they'll give him a hit.
No. That's a hit. All day.
So Servia hitting in that 10-hole gets a hit after some nice plate work at the catching position in the bottom of the 5th. Now top of the 6th.
Top of the order, Grady Mee coming up. 1 for 2 today with a double and a run scored in the first. Flew out to right field his last time up.
Left-handed switch hitter Grady Mee squares to bunt, gets it down.
Oh, that's a base.
Oh, the pitcher got to it and flipped it with the glove hand. Great job by Max Gentile to get Grady Mee out on a terrific bunt.
I thought that got past him. It was going to be a base hit, and he just Gentile made a beautiful play. Never even switched it over to his bare hand, just tossed it with the glove.
Yeah.
But moved the runner over. Nice job by Grady.
Sack there. Mee, he gets down that line quickly, so there was no chance to transfer that ball from the glove to the hand. So a nice little toss by Gentile. At the plate now, Zach Kent. And there's a look at the man on second base. That is Alex Servia.
Zach Kent, 0 for 2 today. He got on base on an error in the first inning and struck out looking in the 4th.
First pitch to Kent as he checks the runner at second. Delivery, and that is a fastball, strike 1. So
I'm going to say it again. He looks like he's pitching better now than he did in the early innings. He's got a little more zip on his fastball. I don't know if he was throwing more off-speed stuff early.
Healthy lead at second. He goes. There's a play at third. The throw is not in time. And the base is stolen.
Wow. That is really surprising. Up a run, man on second with 1 out. Really surprising.
Remember, this Jamestown team, they play small ball. They bunt. They steal bases. Norm Rodriguez was telling me they steal 4 or 5 a game, or at least attempt it.
I like the aggressiveness. You got your number 2 hitter with a guy in scoring position, though.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. It's taken ball 2, 2-1. So you got 1 out. Man on third now for the Tarp Skunks. They lead 1-0. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning.
And a good throw down there gets him. Stealing third.
Oh, yeah, that was right. Throws on the wrong side of the bag. And actually, I didn't think that third baseman made a great effort to swing that
I think he was
around.
just thinking, knock it down and keep him at third, which is a smart play there. I love the aggressiveness. I don't like the stolen base call there.
3-1 count now with 1 out, man on third. Here's the delivery. Swung on and missed. Count is full now. That was a healthy cut from Zach Kent.
Yeah, it was. He wants to cash that guy in. Well, on the other hand, just something hit deep now scores him. So there is something
to the right side of the
that's why I'm up here and those managers are down there.
Here's the delivery, and strike 3 on the swinging miss, and that makes it 2 outs. So now Gentile also trying to work out of a jam here late in the innings here. Bottom 6, man on third now, 2 outs. So now as the infield, of course, moves back, they were all up. Just needed a little contact there from Kent, couldn't get it. Colin Houck, though, dangerous hitter hitting in the 3 spot.
Houck is 1 for 2 today. He's got the game's only RBI.
First pitch, swung on and fouled off down the right field line. That'll go into the bullpen down in the eating entertainment area.
Houck cashed in Mee in the first inning and grounded out to the shortstop in the 4th.
1 strike, no balls, 2 outs, bottom 6. Man on third for the Tarp Skunks. They lead 1-0. Here's the delivery, the take, and
low.
Ball 1. 1-1 now.
Nice job laying off that curveball. It was a really good pitch, and he started and held up.
Servia coming way down the line because the third baseman for Elmira is standing way back, so he's got a little luxury there. Here's the delivery, swung on. Oh, it's a pop fly in the infield. Shortstop should gather this one in on the dirt, and that'll be the 3rd out and the bottom of the 6th inning. So Jamestown, just like the Tarp Skunks in the top half of the 6th, they threaten but can't deliver. So here we sit again. We had a run in the bottom of the 1st inning, and that's it. All zeros after that. So 1-0 after 6 innings of play here at Dietrich Park. You're listening to Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball on WRFA 107.9 FM and WRFALP.com/streaming. Getting something funny.
Left errors in.
All right, we're at Dietrich Park, and we're heading to the top of the 7th inning. It's been a nice, clean ball game. The pitchers have done well, and not a ton of hits, but it's been a, if you're a fan here sitting here, you got your money's worth here tonight. The weather, though, I mean, what is this, global warming? Well, it's not here in Chautauqua County, I'm here to tell you. It's been cold at night, and tonight's no exception.
But this is a nice baseball weather to me. It's not too hot. You got some overcast, but that just that helps you as a hitter running. You're not going to get too tired late in the innings. And you're right. It's been a great game, well pitched game. You had 2 errors early by the Pioneers. Other than that, it's been cleanly played. 4 hits for the Pioneers and 5 for the Skunks, which isn't a lot of hits, but, like you said, it's been a really well-pitched game. Ayers is still out there pitching.
Well, I just checked with Al Gore here, and it's 64 degrees at Dietrich Park as the 4-hitter Jake Kelleher steps into the box, and he fouls off the first pitch for strike 1. 0-1. Top 7 here, and the 4-hitter Kelleher at the plate.
Kelleher 0 for 2 today. Flew out to right field in the first, struck out in the 4th. He was Bilka's last victim.
So Andrew Ayers still on the mound for the Tarp Skunks. Second pitch delivered. Big hit out to right field. Right fielder trying to get to it. I think he will. And that'll be a long out to begin here at the top of the 7th.
He had that tracked all the way. Fuller took 2 steps back, looked up, tracked it down.
Now, Fuller was the one that made that diving grab
in the first,
top of the first, save an extra base hit. Now to the plate, Ray Hernandez, the 5-hitter.
Ames Insurance Play of the Day.
Shameless. First pitch, breaking ball in there for call strike 1.
Hernandez 0 for 2 today, a victim of a strikeout from Bilka and Ayers.
So we have 4 hits for Elmira and 5 hits here for Jamestown. Here's a foul ball on the 0-1, so now 0-2 to Hernandez.
Good to see him getting ahead of hitters now. He struggled a little bit last inning doing that.
I don't know what Ayers does at St. Bonaventure. I don't know if he's a starter or comes in. He's a freshman. He's probably not seeing a lot of innings.
I'm guessing most of these kids are out of the bullpen. I haven't seen one windup yet.
Hernandez, 0-2, takes it outside. That'll be 1-2 now.
Good spot for that curveball on 0-2.
Nobody on, 1 out. 1-2 count to the 5-hitter Hernandez.
I like coming back with that curveball again, just not quite so far outside.
Top 7. Here's the delivery, and that's inside and high. That's the first pitch that's really non-competitive, as they say.
Yeah, he missed by a lot there because Cervea was set up low and outside, and he came up and in.
So Hernandez count is even now to him at 2-2, and Ayers with a big pitch coming. The big lefty delivers. There's a ground ball. Second baseman, he gets to it, bobbles it, has enough time, and gets the out.
The advantage of being at second base. You'll have to be clean.
You can knock things down.
As my old man said, just knock it down and throw them out. Simple as that.
Yeah, that third baseman on that slow roller, that's going to be
the shortstop doesn't have that luxury playing deep. Unless you're Cruz from the Pirates and can throw it over there at 110.
What's he, like 6'7"
Yeah,
or something?
yeah.
At the plate, it's number 44, Matt Frazetta. He hits the first pitch really high in the infield. First baseman comes in, and that will end the inning. So
that was a home run in a silo.
Another good inning for the defense. Defense on both sides here. I mean, we had 9 hits across both teams, 4 for Elmira and 5 for the Tarp Skunks. So after 7.5, we're going to hear Neil Diamond come over the PA system here. After 6.5, middle of the 7th, it's 1-0 Jamestown over Elmira.
Support for WRFA's coverage of Jamestown Tarp Skunks baseball is brought to you in part by the County of Chautauqua Industrial Development Agencies. The Chautauqua County IDA is an economic development organization authorized and empowered by New York State to make Chautauqua County a better place to work, live, and visit. The IDA facilitates development by attracting new businesses. It also promotes the retention and expansion of existing businesses, and it offers businesses assistance in the forms of tax abatements, low-interest loans, and bond financing, all of which enhance the opportunities for job creation and retention across Chautauqua County. The Chautauqua County IDA, a proud supporter of Jamestown Tarp Skunks baseball on WRFA. For more information, call 716-661-8900 or visit ccida.com.
It's a mouthful. So Jamestown and Elmira reside in the Western Conference of this Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League. And at the top of that Western Division or Conference is the Niagara Power at 5-2. Pioneers from Elmira, who are playing tonight, are right behind them at 6-3, followed by the Jamestown Tarp Skunks at 5-3-1. They had a 2-2 tie last week. So Jamestown Tarp Skunks on a 2-game schneid. They lost Wednesday and Thursday at home. So this is the third of a 3-game homestand. The Tarp Skunks' next action will be Sunday, and they'll travel to Geneva, the Red Wings, who are 2-5 right now. And the next home game here for the Tarp Skunks, it's Batavia back here on Wednesday night, the 21st.
Don't you love the names at this level of baseball? You got Tarp Skunks, Double Days, Diamond Dogs, Outlaws, Dragons.
It's like we're watching in the Battered Bastards of Baseball.
Yeah.
It's a movie/documentary about the Pacific Coast League back in the, 70s and 80s?
Right.
If you've never watched that
Oh.
do yourself a favor. If you have any inkling of liking baseball at all, it's a terrific, documentary/movie. Just Kirk, who's the actor? His
Douglas.
dad. Kurt, no.
What?
I shouldn't talk when I don't have a script here.
Matt Thompson up for the Skunks. He is.
I'm going to come up with it.
1 for 2 with a single today. New pitcher for the Pioneers, I think Zach Nelson.
Delivery, second pitch. It's a bounder over the pitcher's head. Second baseman has to hurry, and in time for the out. So Colin Houck is a 4-3 victim there on the first at bat here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 1-0 our score. Jamestown over Elmira. Tight ball game. It's been a defensive battle.
That was Matt Thompson that grounded out to second. I got number 88 on the mound, and I don't have one here on the roster.
I don't. So you're guessing 99?
I was
Zach
guessing
Nelson?
99, and they just put a couple extra lines in there or something on his jersey. I don't know.
6'1", 250? He doesn't look 250 to me.
All right. No, you're right.
Paul Catalano at the plate, takes ball 1. Second pitch on its way. That's going to be a strike on the outside corner. Evens the count at 1-1. 1 out here. Nobody aboard in the bottom of the 7th. Tarp Skunks up 1-0. Delivery. Swung on and miss. So the Elmira pitcher gets ahead 1-2. We have to track down that.
Yeah.
1-2 delivery outside, ball 2. 2-2 our count.
So a nice name for Gentile. Goes 6 innings. 4 strikeouts, 5 hits, and just gave up the 1 run.
Ball outside on 2-2 brings the account full at 3-2 for Matt Thompson, the third baseman.
This is Catalano, the center fielder.
Catalano, the center fielder.
0 for 2, grounded out to second, and popped out to short, and draws a walk here.
So the 3-2 delivery is high and outside. Just the second walk of the ball game. So now each team has a walk. So 1 out, man on first now for the Tarp Skunks as Tommy Googans comes to the plate. He had a good swing at his first at bat. I think he's 0-2, is he not?
0-2. Flew out to right field in the second inning and struck out his last time up in the 5th.
Swung at a bad pitch on strike 3 there. So Catalano takes a lead. Will he go? And no. And the first pitch is called a strike to Tommy Googans. Googans, number 11, out of Princeton. 0-1 delivery. Man on first for the Tarp Skunks, 1 out. Here's the delivery, ball taken, strike 2.
That was a little down and out, I thought. Now he's got to be aggressive here. You got to move that guy over. I'm surprised he wasn't bunting there.
0-2.
0-2.
He's not going to bunt now.
No.
There's a throw over to first.
And we saw when he had 2 strikes his last time up, he does get a little antsy, and he swung at that high one last time.
See if they'll send the runner on 0-2. It could be, not a great pitch. And there's a hit up the middle. They could turn. Funny hop to the second baseman. They get him in second, but not at first. Good hustle down the line from Googans to prevent the double play, but the second out of the inning is made at second base.
And what a play by the second baseman. Bear with me. That took just a horrible, horrible bounce, and he recovered and got the 1 out. Ginrich?
No, Christian Zilli playing second base, number 16.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right.
But still, nice play, Christian Zilli. At the plate now, Luke Fuller. And the first pitch is in the dirt, ball 1. Runner does not advance. Catcher was on that quickly. I thought maybe they would steal on that. It didn't matter.
I thought they'd bunt him over on with the last hitter, but Fuller 0 for 2 today with a fly ball to the shortstop and a ground ball to the second baseman.
Man on first, big lead over there. And they throw over. Do they get him? Oh, he's just back in time. That's Googans over there. He's got 1 foot.
Yeah.
Outside the little curve there that they cut out for first base.
That was a monster lead. It was a nice move over by number 88.
Here's the pitch. Delivered underneath. The ball is behind the catcher. He can't
Umpire's
find it.
kicking it around.
Runner stays home. You just don't know what's going to happen.
Well, that's where you take your secondary lead. You find the baseball, and he didn't do that. He took a secondary lead. The ball was called, and he turned right back to first base. Instead of picking up the baseball, he could have easily made it to second on that.
2-0 now, the count to Fuller. Man on first, 2 outs. The delivery, swung on and missed.
What a hack.
A little bit of breaking ball, but the hack was
Wow.
serious by Luke Fuller. 2-1 the count now. 2 outs, man on first. It's Googans on first.
That was mighty Casey.
Fuller hitting in the 7 spot, the right fielder. Here's the delivery outside. They've got the runner hung up. Delayed steal, yep. And it's successful.
That's where you steal the base on the middle infielders. You don't steal it on the catcher or the pitcher. You get the middle infielders. Once they see you're not stealing, they drop their heads and walk back to their position, and makes it easy.
So Googans, nice base running. Aggressive here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning. 3-1 our count to Luke Fuller, and the catcher heads to the mound. Wants to have a word with number 88, our mystery player. I went over that lineup, the roster here with the coach. No mention of 88.
And I'm pretty sure it's not 99. He's listed at 250, unless he ran here from Elmira.
All right, 3-1 delivery. Big pitch here for Elmira. 2 outs, man on second for the Tarp Skunks. They lead 1-0. Here's the delivery on its way. Swung on and missed. That'll run the account full. And Fuller not getting cheated at the plate.
No.
Steps right back in. Elmira pitcher goes right back to the stretch. Guggen's at second, takes a nice lead. 2 outs, 3-2, delivery, outside ball 4. Pitch was close. Tarp Skunks now with runners on first and second, 2 outs. A 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the 7th for the Tarp Skunks.
I like this situation. I like the way this kid swings the bat.
Monroe, the first baseman. He's made a couple of nice defensive plays at first.
Struck out looking in the second and hit a double in the 5th. 1 for 2.
Cooper Monroe wears 27, big tall kid. First and second, first pitch, call, strike 1. So 2 outs, bottom 7. Tarp Skunks up just 1-0. Runners at first and second.
Look at that beautiful right center gap right there.
8-hitter up. First baseman Cooper Monroe. 0-1 delivery. There's a check swing, and they're going to call that ball. 1-1. Beauty of a crowd might pick up everything. 1-1 now, 2 outs. Monroe got a duck on the pond.
2.
Well, the one's just sort of on the shore at first. Hasn't really gone into the water yet. Here's the pitch on its way. They takes ball 2. 2-1. This pitcher for Elmira, he's got good control. All pitchers tonight, really. I mean, 2 walks through 6.5.
Should be a good pitch to hit here.
2-1 delivery. A hitter's pitch on its way. Swung on and missed.
He came with a curveball, surprisingly, and he swung right through that.
Monroe probably was sitting on that fastball.
Yeah.
Looking for the local, and he got the express. 2-2 delivery now, 2 outs. Man on first and second for the Tarp Skunks. Bottom 7, Tarp Skunks 1-0 lead. Here's the delivery on its way, swung on and missed. And out of the jam get the Pioneers. They hold Jamestown scoreless. Jamestown had a chance there. So through 7 innings here at Dietrich Park with the lights on now, it's Jamestown Tarp Skunks 1 and the Elmira Pioneers 0 right here on WRFA 107.9 FM.
I'm down here with. And what they're going to do is players, Tarp Skunks stack cup game. So in their stack cups, they have 1 red cup at the bottom. What they have to do is 1 at a time, take the cup off the top, put it on the bottom. The first to reveal their red cup wins. Are you guys ready? All right, in 3, 2, 1, go. Strong shot, I roll the one. You gotta be quick with your hands. Don't cut the shirt. 1 at a time, 1 cup at a time. We got a fumble. Keep it going.
Air is still in there. They're giving these pitchers a workout today.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. You're good. We almost got them. How close are we? Only a couple more cups. Got a little bit catching up to do. 1 more cup on this side. And that's it. We got a winner. Let's hear it for them.
Little cloud cover moves in here to Jamestown, New York at Dietrich Park on the campus of Jamestown Community College. And I don't know what it is about this park. We talked about it earlier, Zeke, but the trees that line the outfield and the field is sort of in a quasi-residential neighborhood on just a small little village-like street.
You know, those trees in the background, the green in the background, it creates such a nice batter's eye for the hitter. And it's just, it's picturesque. And then you look off even beyond the campus, you know, you got the nice rolling hills. It's really nice.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful place to play, and they're really generous with letting high schools play here. When there was a great belt, we played here a lot.
Yeah, it's very nice. I was always shocked that AA team that moved out, and I said, why would they do that? I guess really the facilities were the problem, you know. And they went to Morgantown where they had a brand new field, brand new facility, but it's water over the bridge. All right, top of the 8th inning now. Just 6 outs left for Elmira to try to get a man through the plate. So number 16.
Zilli.
Christian Zilli, the second baseman. He comes to the plate. He hits in the 7 hole.
0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts tonight.
Andrew Ayers still on the mound for the Tarp Skunks. The lefty working against the right-handed hitter, Zilli. First pitch, a ball 1. Second pitch on its way. Swung on, ripped down the third baseline, but it'll go foul.
He was all over that fastball.
I mean, these kids, these are two good teams. You know, obviously you and I haven't seen a ton of this league this year, but this is 2 solid teams. It's not a merry-go-round with 30 pitches an inning and that kind of thing.
Right, but you look at the division, other than Newark, who's 1-8, they're all right there, all right around 500.
Second pitch. It's
he's got to hustle.
The middle. The shortstop gets it. Can he get it?
Nice play.
Terrific play by the Tarp Skunk shortstop. That was Grady Mee, who scored the only run of the ball game, and he makes a nice play on a slow roller up the middle.
He had to get rid of that quick. Couldn't set his feet. Had to go off his front foot. Just very fast exchange and threw a strike to first base.
Spencer Aubin, the extra hitter, hitting in the 8 slot. He comes to the plate.
0 for 2 with a strikeout and a fly ball to right.
We're in the top of the 8th, 1 out. Elmira at the bat. Swung on a miss on first pitch. The score is still that 1-0. That slim little run Grady Mee scored in the bottom of the first inning. We thought maybe we were going to see an offensive game here, and we have not. It's been a defensive effort. 0-1 the pitch here now to Aubin. Lefty against righty hitter. Here's the pitch. Swung on a miss.
Took a little off that. He was way out in front.
0-2 now to Aubin. 1 out. Top 8. Nobody on.
The Skunks pitching coach has got these kids getting ahead and throwing strikes. Not a lot of walks. I like to see it.
So Andrew Ayers on the mound for the Tarp Skunks. Here's the delivery. That one way outside. 1-2. Good 0-2 pitch, I guess, but just a little bit non-competitive.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to swing at that one. Looked like he tried to put a little extra on. He really fell off the mound on that one.
1-2 delivery now to Spencer Aubin. Andrew Ayers brings it inside.
Oh, it hit him.
Oh, they're going to say it hit him. This must have got a little uniform there.
Just a touch turned into it, but I don't think it was egregious enough for the umpire to make a call like that.
So with 1 out, we have a hit by pitch, which sends Spencer Aubin to first base. So base runner now with the left-handed Wes Gingrich at the plate. Lefty on lefty here.
1 for 2 today with a single and a fly ball to right.
First pitch strike, called strike.
Again, getting ahead.
Here's back to the stretch. We haven't seen anybody work out of the windup.
No.
From either side tonight.
That's a different move. Stepped off.
A little step off and a sling. I see the lefties do that.
Yeah. It's hard to do it if you're ready.
Yeah. You'd have to practice that on. Throw it backwards. Left-hander delivery on 0-1 is low ball 1. 1-1 now, our count. So it's top.
Again, I'm surprised Elmira's not being a little more aggressive here on the base paths or moving them over. Get that run. I mean, you need one.
Yeah, Spencer taking a little bit bigger lead at first. Here's the delivery. It's going to be outside. So Ayers falls behind 2-1.
He tried a curveball on the outside corner and just floated out on him. Not a bad pitch.
You got your 9-hitter Gingrich. 1 out. This be a big out here. Delivery, swung on, missed.
That's
This is
a
going to be a
base hit.
single into right center. See if they can cut that off to save extra bases.
He's going for 2.
They're going to try to get 2. I think he'll get there. So we're going to have runners at second and third. The play was much closer at second than I anticipated, as the shortstop went in to handle that throw in. But a double by Gingrich in the 9 slot puts runners at second and third for Elmira with just 1 out in the top of the 8th inning.
Hey, Googins didn't get to that ball real quick, but he made a really good throw. And Grady Mee, it's kind of interesting, tried to tag him between his legs. It was a little bit closer than I thought it was going to be.
So we're going to have a little mound discussion here. And that more looks like pitching coach out there. I don't think that's Bazil, Jordan Bazil, the head man for Jamestown. So here we are. Recap what's going on here. We're top of the 8th inning. Jamestown leads 1-0, but Elmira is in a good spot here. They've got just 1 out and runners at second and third.
And surprisingly, it looks like they're going to leave Ayers in there.
The 10 hitter will be at the plate. Cam Levesque plays right field. And then you've got the dangerous leadoff hitter Matt Granado in the on-deck circle.
Discussing now, I'm sure, how do we want to throw to this guy with first base open and 1 out? I don't think you want to put him on with the top of the order coming up.
No.
But then again, do you want to set up your double play?
I almost thought there might be the corners in and the middle at double play depth, but
well, they brought the corners in, and they're about the second and short are about halfway in. Now they're creeping in. They are going to cut it off.
0-0. First pitch swung on and missed by Cam Levesque. 0-1. Andrew Ayers still on the mound here for the Tarp Skunks in the top of the 8th inning. He's again trying to work out of a jam as he did last inning. So here's the 0-1 delivery. On its way, swung on and missed.
Wow.
Cam Levesque finds himself down 0-2 to Ayers here in a big spot. You need to put that ball in play somewhere if you're a Pioneer fan.
Yeah, he's just throwing it right by him right here. And I think the pitching coach gave him a little shot because those 2 pitches were just blew right by him.
0-2. Oh, now the batter will step out here. And Ayers will have to gather himself. Levesque back into the box. 0-2, 1 out. Runners at second and third. Jamestown leads 1-0. Elmira threatening. 0-2 delivery. On its way. High, ball 1.
Good spot for that. Reached back and gave it a little extra, and up and out with an aggressive hitter, he might chase that.
I think Levesque's only going to see heat here.
Yeah, I agree. It would be kind of silly because he can't catch it from what I've seen.
1-2 delivery on its way. That's going to be called. Third strike.
And what do we know? He comes with a curveball, and Levesque must have been thinking the same thing because he did not. That froze him. What is this guy doing? He just blew 2 by him. He throws me a curveball. He didn't even try to wave at that thing. He just walked right to the dugout.
So it can't go any better there for Andrew Ayers in that spot. He had runners at second and third behind him and only 1 out, and he gets the strikeout for the second out of the ballgame. But now Matt Granado, the leadoff hitter, comes to plate. He'll hit from the right side.
0 for 2 today with a walk. I don't mind putting this guy on, to tell you the truth, and loading him up with 2 outs.
Will they pitch around him? There's an inside.
Well, I am not a fan of that with a guy on third, but
I think you're going to pitch to the kid.
Yeah, it looks like you're right and I'm wrong again.
Matt Granado at the plate. He takes ball 1. So 1-0 to Granado. 2 outs. Runners at second and third. Jamestown trying to hold on to the 1-0 lead.
If he throws another ball here, I bet they put him on.
On its way, there's a call strike. It looked kind of high and outside, but they give him the strike. So 1-1 now. That was a big call by the umpire.
It really was, because I believe if he went to 2-0, they would have put him on.
So the 1-1 delivery coming now. 2 outs. Runners at second and third. Tarp Skunks trying to hang on to the 1-out, 1-run lead. Delivery inside. No, they'll call it a ball. 2-1 now. That was close to that inside corner. Might have been a little low as well. We're not quite right behind the plate, so it's sort of hard for us to, although we always have an opinion.
Yeah.
2-1, 2 outs. Runners at second and third. 1-0 our score. Tarp Skunks. Elmira trying to plate a run or two. 2-1 delivery outside, ball 2. Or ball 3. 3-1. So,
and they are going to pitch to him, so. Have I made a right call tonight? I don't know what the Skunks coaching staff's going to do.
I mean, I can't imagine this pitch is going to be super competitive. 3-1 delivery on its way, swung on and missed. We're both wrong. 3-2, count full. 2 outs. Runners at second and third for Elmira. 1-0 lead. A slim one for the Jamestown Tarp Skunks.
Well, now you pitch to him, don't you? Well, actually, you really don't have your first base open. You don't have to give him anything to hit here. I like that curveball.
We'll see. Here's the 3-2 delivery on its way. Swung on and missed.
Wow, he got out of it again. Beautiful job by Ayers. Just a and then he fell way off the field. And it looks like he twisted his ankle.
Andrew Ayers is one pumped dude coming off the mound, and he was so pumped he kind of slipped a little bit there, and you're right, he might have tweaked his knee or something.
Who was the kicker for the Cardinals that was celebrating and blew his knee out?
Yeah. Or how about Edwin Diaz for the Mets, for goodness sakes. Want to kill the guy. All right, we're in the middle of the 8th inning. Tarp Skunks coming to bat. They lead 1-0.
Support for WRFA's coverage of Jamestown Tarp Skunk is brought to you in part by Stockwell Institution. Stockwell Institution, a community on the shores of Stockwell Lake that comes alive each summer with a unique mix of fine and performing arts, including theater and musical entertainment, along with lectures, interfaith worship, and programs, and recreational activities. The 2023 season features Natalie Merchant, Diana Ross, Patty LaBelle, The Revivalists, Band of Horses, Straight No Chaser, Snarky Puppy, Trombone Shorty, Mavis Staples, and more. Stockwell Institution. For more information, call 1-800-836-ARTS, 1-800-836-2787, or visit discover.chq.org.
You know, I think Chummer's listening to us there. Snarky Puppy, I think that's Chummer's jam. I think he listens to that on his headset.
That's what we called them when we were kids.
Snarky Puppy. All right. We're going to have Frahela, the 9-hitter, coming up for the Tarp Skunks in the bottom of the 8th inning. 1-0 lead for the Tarp Skunks. Scored way back in the first inning. If you're a Jamestown fan, you'd probably breathe a little easier if you could play to run here in the bottom of the 8th.
Yeah, I would say so, but how about Ayers battling his way out of that?
That's huge. First pitch.
2 innings in a row. Just buckled down and got out of those innings. And then blew a knee out on the way off. I don't know. he fell is all.
Second pitch on its way, and they're going to call that a strike. That looked like up in the zone to Frahela. But it's 1-1. Yeah, Andrew Ayers was so pumped getting out of that jam with his 2 Ks. The 1-1 delivery is low.
2-1
for ball 2. 2-1.
Yeah, here I am. Oh, this kid's winding up. Number 88. It's the first windup we've seen.
Each team with 5 hits. The 2-1 delivery, it's a little bit outside. 3-1 now for Hala, the 9-hitter, and the extra hitter. He's ahead of the count.
So I was going to say, I was up here saying, yeah, they should put this guy on, pitch around this guy. Ayers is like, yeah, hold my drink. Watch this.
And there's a swing on that 3-1 pitch, and it's fouled down in the right field bullpen area. So that'll make the account go full at 3-2. Leadoff hitter in at the bottom of the 8th inning for Jamestown Tarp Skunks, Evan Frahela. Payoff pitch down the middle, and they're going to call that low, ball 4.
They got a better look than we do, I guess. That looked
really
way too close
good.
to take. They're going to get a pinch runner here, it looks like. That is, bear with me.
The catcher, Surveya, it's his spot. But now
What? No, it's not. That was the extra hitter.
we've got another mystery. Oh, there it is. Surveya. Now Surveya's at the plate.
Listen, pinch runner.
Oh. I'm looking at my phone.
Yeah, get off the phone. And I can't. Can you pick up that number? Is it Dunlap? Aiden Dunlap?
The electric can read that number.
I believe 43 Aiden Dunlap is your pinch runner for Hala.
All right, bottom 8, and they try to bunt him over. It's going to go foul. That bunt by Surveya was on a bad pitch. It was way up.
Yeah, and he tried to. Instead of this is a sacrifice bunt. There's a difference between a sacrifice bunt and pushing one down the line to try and get a base hit. And that's what he did. He tried to push it down the first baseline for a base hit. If you're sacking a guy over, get it down, get the guy to second. You're sacrificing yourself.
It looks like Aiden Dunlap at first. We'll see if we can get you that, the pinch runner. So 0-1 count. Surveya.
Then he
swings on and misses at the high one. So the bunting opportunity has gone by the wayside here with an 0-2 count. Bunt it foul and you're out. I mean, you see people do it, but I don't think we're going to see it in this particular at-bat. So 1-run lead for Jamestown. Man at first, nobody out. Swung on, and it is a high fly ball, and it'll be fielded by the second baseman just into the grass a little bit. So first out of the inning. Jamestown still man on first. And now the leadoff hitter, Grady Mee.
Grady Mee is 1 for 2 today with a double, run scored, and a sacrifice in the 6th.
This kid can rake. He was hitting 481 coming in, and you could just tell this kid's a hitter.
Yeah, it's time to gap one here.
So one out, man on first. Jamestown clinging to that 1-run lead in the bottom of the 8th inning. Best hitter, Grady Mee, at the plate. Delivery, swung on and missed.
Oh, right off the front foot. He was being aggressive there. He was looking dead red. He got a fastball a little in and just fouled it off his front foot. It's another thing I like to see here. These kids, they don't have all the armor on that the major leaguers do.
No Nomar Garciaparra.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. And
yeah, they're
so
almost going up there in goalie equipment now.
0-1 delivery coming to Grady Mee. Oh, they'll throw over to first, and they almost got him. They almost picked off the runner at first.
That pitcher for the Pioneers actually put his hands up in the air.
0-1 the count, 1 out, man at first. Jamestown up 1-0. Here's the delivery. Oh, it hits him. Hits him. I think Grady Mee let that hit him, but you know that intentional stuff. You're not going to get that call.
It's such a tough call.
You get that call like in Little League when the umpire just came out of his training school and
wants to put himself in the game.
Yeah, so runners at first and second now with 1 out for Jamestown. There'll be a meeting at the mound. I don't know if this will bring a pitcher change. The head man for Elmira Pioneers is Andy Drum. And we'll see what he has to say.
That'll bring up Zach Kent, the number 2 hitter, the left fielder. 0 for 3 today. Got on board in the first inning on an error by the shortstop and struck out in the 4th and the 6th.
So a new pitcher coming in. I mean, you need binoculars, really. I think we have some. 40.
That would be Meeks, Gardner Meeks, 49.
Perhaps.
Well, it ain't 48 because I don't think Zentiel's going to come back in.
Gardner Meeks, right-handed hitter. He's 1-1 on the season. He's got a 3.0 ERA. His sophomore goes to Roanoke College, which is just west of Richmond, Virginia. Lives in Virginia Beach. So we'll have a little pitching warm-up here in the bottom 8. So Elmira realizing they're in a spot here, just 1 out, runners at first and second.
So I apologize. We never did get the name of that pitcher that just
88.
came out. And he went 1 1/3, 1 strikeout. Bear with me. 2 walks, a hit, and a hit batsman.
So this guy, Meeks, he's got a little submarine action here. See if he's got a deep repertoire. He's coming from the side. He's not full Kent Colby, the buggy whip, but he is coming from the side. Do you think anybody that's listening would even know who Kent Colby is?
Oh, yes.
I mean, you got to be old.
No. Do you know who Babe Ruth is?
Well, I know, but I don't think Kent Colby has Babe Ruth's stature in the annals.
What?
Annals of
Babe Ruth never played for the Pirates. Kent Colby did. It's like saying nobody knows who Phil Gardner is.
Well, Babe Ruth played for the Rennie Stennett.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. We got Meeks on the mound for the Pioneers, and the Tarp Skunks have runners at first and second, 1 out. Second hitter at the plate, that's Zach Kent, and he takes strike 1. So if you want an insurance run, now's the time. So Kent looking for the 0-1 delivery. 1 out, first and second for Jamestown. Here it comes. Call strike 2.
Just got a text from Chalmers. Did you really just call me a snarky puppy?
Hey, there's a lot of time here in baseball.
Yeah.
It's not like basketball. 0-2 delivery coming from Meeks. Oh, and he's going to try a little pickoff move at second base.
I don't know why he threw that. You don't have to throw it second.
You have to throw it to first, not second. But he throws it back to keep runner on second honest. That's the pinch runner. And it's Grady Mee at first. 0-2 delivery, Zach Kent. Meeks on the mound for Elmira. Here's the delivery on those way.
Hit him.
And it hits
got
him.
him hard, too.
Oh, it got him on the left arm. And they're going to award him his base left wrist, maybe.
It looked like right on the bone right there.
And he's still,
okay, somebody
still down. Here comes the
it sounded like it hit the bat. It hit his arm so hard. Yeah, right on that.
Right
between the wrist and the forearm there.
That's like ulna.
Yeah.
So the
that hurt.
Medical personnel is out.
That'll load him up with
tested.
1 out.
Did she say don't be a baby, go to first? No, she didn't say it. They're tending to his fingers, and some of that kind of reverberates down into the bones of the hand. So we're going to have bases loaded once they decide whether Zach Kent's going to stay in the ball game and go to first, or will they get a pinch runner. Jordan Bazil is coming out to have a look at the conversation here. Checks in with his player and checks in with.
Well, that'll load the bases up for Hauk, our number 3 hitter. 0 for 3 today, so he's due to cash in a couple of these. And looks like he's coming out.
Yeah, you would think. You would think you'd want maybe an X-ray. Like we know what we're talking about.
Yeah. We don't even know how to coach baseball. Now we're doctors.
Zach Kent comes out of the ball game, so Jamestown will have to bring a pinch runner out. It's going to be number 6, Matthew Best, a junior out of University of Maryland in Baltimore County. Lives in Germantown, Maryland. So Best is an outfielder. He's got just a hit or two this year, hitting under the 100 level. But we're early in the season. So at the plate, the 3-hitter, the DH, Colin Hauk. The guy can hit.
Colin Hauk, he's got the game's only RBI. RBI single in the first.
Bases loaded, 1 out. Tarp Skunks with a 1-run lead here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Both teams with just 5 hits. Colin Hauk.
Big opportunity here for Hauk.
Very big. Needs to deliver. On its way. It's a submarine pitch. It's outside. That'll be 2-0. There's no place to put him.
Got to be licking your chops here if you're Hauk.
And Meeks,
one pitch, one spot you're looking here.
Meeks has got some heat coming in there. There's some extra miles per hour.
Yeah, and it's a different look. It's tough for a right-hander, picking that up, coming across like that.
Here it comes again.
Okay.
There's a fastball right down the middle. Call, strike one. 2-1.
That almost looked like he was taken all the way. After hitting a batter, then throwing 2 balls and no place to put him, why not?
Here's the 2-1 delivery to Hauk. Meeks, and he's high, ball 3. So real tough spot now here for Meeks.
Looks like that fastball is just the way he's coming across that, not quite submarine, but definitely sidearm. It's just riding outside on him.
3-1. You can almost take your 3-hitter. I don't think he will. Swung on.
Oh, he had a mighty hack.
Swung on and fouled back. Count goes full at 3-2. 1 out. It's bottom 8. Jamestown leads by a run, but they have bases jammed. And their 3-hitter, Colin Hauk, at the plate.
Need to cash at least one in here to get an insurance run.
Here's the 3-2. Working from the stretch. Meeks delivers. Swung on, fouled back into the screen.
He took a little off that, surprisingly. He threw something off speed there. That's aggressive.
First baseman and third baseman playing even with a bag. Middle infielders are deep and shaded toward the middle.
Yeah, they want a double play up the middle.
3-2, 1 out. Bases jammed. Bottom 8. Here's the delivery. Swung on and missed. What a big strikeout.
Wow.
That's what they needed. They needed an infield fly or a strikeout, and that's what Elmira got. And now Matt Thompson, the 4-hitter, the third baseman, he'll come out to the plate and try to get it done, this time with 2 outs.
Thompson 1 for 3 today. Got on base with a fielder's choice in the first, a base hit in the 4th, and a ground ball to second baseman in the 7th.
First pitch delivery, outside, ball 1. Bases still jammed, now 2 outs.
Again, that fastball seems to be riding out, and then he comes off speed and he gets it over the plate. I don't know if they picked up on that, but if he can pick up the rotation, you know it's going to be a strike.
Here it comes.
There it is.
And there was laid a little bit off, and it's a strike. Swing. Oh, they're trying to steal.
Oh, no.
They're not going to get him. A delayed steal to the plate, and they get the 3rd out.
Dunlap tried to steal a run as the catcher was thrown back to the pitcher, and wasn't even close.
No. That's not good base running there.
No.
I know you like to be small ball.
No, that's
and try things, but trying to steal home on a secondary steal in that situation.
This is your cleanup hitter up two. I mean, if you're going to try and steal home with the bases juiced and your cleanup hitter up, it's time to change the lineup.
Yeah, it's that was not a good play there. I don't think, Joe. I can't imagine that play was called for the bench.
I mean, you got 5 hits through 8 innings. You got a guy at the plate, your cleanup hitter, who has one of those 5 hits, and Bates. But again, that's why we're up here.
Easy for us to say. But as it is, Jamestown will head it into the top of the 9th.
You got a closer here?
And you've got the last 3 outs here for Elmira to try to tie the game. It's just a 1-run game, however. That's why Jamestown so badly needed a run there.
Patrick DeMarco is on the mound.
This is the hometown boy. His dad grew up here in Jamestown, and I dare say, I want to say corner of Towner and Pleasant View, if I'm close.
Got a lot of moving parts in that. He's also pitching from the stretch, which you would expect from a closer, if he is indeed their closer. We find some stats here for him. On the wrong one. He's got 3 games. Actually, he started both 2 of those 3 games, so he must be a starter. He's got the most innings of anybody. He's got 12 2/3 innings.
He's 1-0 and
0.71 ERA. 6 strikeouts, 2 walks. Another guy, throw strikes. Only 1 earned run in those 12.2 innings. So that's a good guy to bring in to close this game out.
Patrick DeMarco attends Ohio University in Athens from Encino, California. So dad Patrick and son Patrick are in for the season.
Hometown guy from Encino, California.
Yeah, sort of. Transplant. So DeMarco on the mound trying to close this thing out. And we've got Blaze Fadio, the 2-hitter at the plate. And he swings at the first pitch, foul, strike 1.
Fadio 0 for 3 today with 2 strikeouts and a pop-up to the second baseman.
So Fadio looked like he had a quick bat there, and DeMarco's bringing some heat here.
Yeah, he's probably the hardest thrower we've seen tonight.
There's the pitch.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of a funny motion at the top there.
Yeah, he's got a lot of moving parts out there in his windup.
Second pitch is ball, so 1-1 our count here. Top 9, this is it for Elmira. They've got to produce a run. There's a swing and a miss. 1-2 our count. Looked like DeMarco took a little bit off
He
that.
did, yep. I don't know if it was a breaking ball or a changeup, but Fadio was ahead of it. And look, Fadio's right on top of the plate.
I know his foot's in the chalk, his rear foot. 1-2 delivery here from DeMarco. Top 9 on its way. Oh, call. Oh, they're going to say he didn't go. I thought it was going to be call strike.
I thought it was a good pitch.
Yeah, and instead the home plate umpire went to the base umpire to see if he swung, but he checked the swing. So that's a ball. 2-2 now. Nobody out. First batter at the top of the 9th. Here's the DeMarco delivery.
That's by him.
And missed.
Nope.
That's a strike.
Oh, you got to squeeze. I didn't catch who.
Foul tip there.
Yeah. We must have a new catcher, right?
I think it's still Cervea.
Didn't he come out?
Cervea, excuse me. Not positive. Oh, for the pinch runner, perhaps.
I'm sorry. That was Falea that came out. I'm sorry.
2-2 delivery, DeMarco. And
there,
there's a
got
call.
him looking.
Reverse K for the first out of the top of the 9th. Jamestown up 1-0. They're down to the final 2 batters here for Elmira. Jamestown trying to get out of a 2-game schneid as Jamestown lost to Niagara and then Batavia on the previous 2 nights.
That'll bring up the catcher, Schroeder.
Tough hitter from the left side.
Man, he's got
Here's
2 of the, excuse me, I'm sorry, Tom.
First pitch swung on and missed for a strike.
He's got 2 of the 5 Pioneer hits tonight, including that big triple in the 4th.
One over the right fielder's head. 1 out, 0-1 the count. Top of the 9th. DeMarco delivers and swung on and fouled away. 0-2 now.
Again, he took some off that, and Schroeder was way out in front and just cued it.
It's a consistent motion DeMarco has. He doesn't queuing up that breaking ball or the changeup.
No, it's a very consistent wind up in motion, which is surprising with all the moving parts he's got going on.
0-2 delivery, DeMarco outside ball 1-2 now. 1 out, top of the 9th. Jamestown leads by a run.
I like that pitch there, just off the outside on 0-2. Didn't try to anything fancy, just threw it off the plate.
Here it comes, 1-2 delivery. That's in the dirt. That'll even the count at 2-2.
So I do notice he has a couple. The pitch before that, he kind of delayed a little bit when he brought his front leg up, and that time it was just up and down, almost like a quick pitch.
2-2, DeMarco. The delivery outside. That'll bring the count to full.
Go right at him here. You don't want to walk him.
3-2, 1 out, top 9. Delivery swung on. It's a ground ball to the second baseman. Cleanly fielded over to first. 2 outs.
All right, stand up, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this last out.
Jake Kelleher, the 4-hitter, and the DH will come to the plate with the last, well, so far, the final opportunity here for Elmira. Just a 1-run lead, however, for Elmira.
Kelleher is 0 for 3 tonight. 2 fly balls to right field and a strikeout.
It's 325 down the left field and 342 down to the right field pole. Here's the delivery. First pitch to Kelleher is inside ball 1.
Want to get ahead here. No place to put him. It's the last out. Or no place to put him. I mean, he can't hurt you with a base hit. Go at him.
Here's the second pitch. That one inside as well. 2-0. You're right, Zeke. DeMarco needs a strike here, and he kind of walks off the mound to gather himself. Heads back up to the circle.
Yeah, he wasn't happy with those 2 pitches either.
Toes the rubber. 2 outs. Top 9. Jamestown by 1. 2-0 the count. DeMarco, the wind, the delivery. And they're going to call that low.
I guess
ball
it was
3.
low, yeah. Yep.
So you might be taking here, even though you're the 4-hitter in the
you have to. You have to. You need a base runner to score a run. You need to score a run and tie the ball game.
3-0 delivery. Right down the middle call.
Throw the same
Strike
thing
1.
again. Let him tee off on it.
Yeah, let your defense try to make a play here. Nobody's really suggested that they're going to run one to the warning track. Left fielder's deep. 3-1 now. DeMarco brings it. Swung, fouled back. Full count.
All right, that's it. Come on, DeMarco. The Tarp Skunks don't have 1 home run yet this year, and the Pioneers have 2. So it's not
like
a real threat.
2 outs, 3-2. Final strike here. 4-hitter up for Elmira. Elmira trails Jamestown 1-0 here in the top of the 9th. DeMarco trying to close it out. Here's the full count delivery.
Ooh, and he walked him.
They're going to call it low, ball 4. I expected him to ring him up there, and they did not. So we have a base runner now with 2 outs.
Crowd didn't like it either.
Yeah, you can hear the.
That'll bring up Hernandez. 0 for 3 today with 2 strikeouts and a ground ball to second base.
So
they're bringing in a pinch runner for Kelleher.
So bringing that number. They're so small on the front of the jerseys. Pinch runner at first. 2 outs. Jamestown leads by a run, 1-0. Hernandez at the plate, lefty on righty. First pitch he takes.
Nice block by
Sevilla.
Thank you. Oh, what's up with DeMarco? He just went down. He's holding his arm.
Now this isn't good.
No.
So now we've got medical personnel and Jordan Bazil going out to look at DeMarco, who's holding his pitching arm there, his elbow. That's never a good sign. You can almost assure yourself that, he's going to come out of the ballgame. We're going to have a pitching change here. So what was we thought maybe the end of the ball game on that 3-2 delivery.
Come to a screeching halt.
The game has moved along quickly. I mean, we're 9 o'clock now. That would make it about a 2.5-hour game.
Yeah, now it'll slow up here, obviously. With an injury too, they get all the warm-ups they need. The pitcher's going to have all the warm-ups he needs.
And it looks like Jamestown just getting up.
Yeah, they weren't planning on obviously bringing anybody in.
Although that pitcher looks like he's running to the field right now. So
but he'll still get
a bunch here.
I believe he'll get all he needs. I mean, I don't know the rules, but with an injury, he'll get all the time he needs, I believe.
So Pat DeMarco had a really nice attempt at closing it there, and then comes up with an injury.
Something we go after those first 2 hitters, though. You saw a little bit of difference. He couldn't find the plate all of a sudden, and then that last pitch, he immediately went right down on his haunches and started holding his arm. We'll get you a number here for the new Tarp Skunks pitcher.
Yeah, how untimely that is, because DeMarco, that was the first pitch to the next batter after he just barely didn't get the previous batter out on that full count delivery, and then the first pitch is when he hurts himself.
Right.
Could have been in the dugout.
Got lefty Frank Villela coming in to, let's see, he's going to pick up We got 1 ball on the hitter, 1-0 count, 2 outs, obviously. Man on first.
So Vilela doesn't have a decision. He's 0-0, 4.5 ERA. He's a 6 foot, 190-pound freshman. Throws left, bats left. From Nova Southern, we talked about that, at Fort Lauderdale College. Lives in Hollywood, Florida. So he's missing that Florida heat. Hollywood is way down there. That's where Hurricane Andrew went through in 1990 and flattened that whole community.
He's got 7 strikeouts in 6 innings, 4 walks. He's given up 3 earned runs.
So he can strike batters out. It's more than just over 1 an inning.
Yeah, I'd like to see him come in, be aggressive. Yeah, it's tough. You're coming in with already, you're not used to that. You know, you got a ball on the hitter already. That's an unusual start.
Yeah. So a little serenade here by the public address. And I don't really know what the stands look like. They're still, considering we're deep into the game, they're still.
Yeah, well, the game's this tight.
It's top of the 9th inning, and Jamestown leads 1-0. There are 2 outs. And Pat DeMarco was looking like he was cruising to get the save. He got the first 2 outs, and then the first pitch to that third. Well, he walked a guy, and then the pitch to the fourth batter.
Fourth batter.
He injured himself and had to come out of the ball game. So now we get Vilela in to try to take over.
Ray Hernandez is at the bat with 1 ball on him already. Yeah, he's taken quite a few. And it looks like they're getting ready to go now.
Yeah, Vilela didn't throw a lot in the bullpen. He came straight out to this mound, which I think is probably smart, right? You want to, if you're going to warm up an unlimited amount of time, wouldn't you want to do it?
Yeah. I mean, if you got, why do it out there on the
mound you aren't going to throw?
Yeah, it's a wooden mound with dirt over it, so it's not the same,
So, all right, we're back to action now, and we wish Pat DeMarco well, Patrick. And I hope that's a minor injury taking him out of the ball game. So, Elmira back at it now. They've got to score a run here. They've got a man at first, 2 outs, and a 1 ball count to Ray Hernandez, the 5-hitter and third baseman. And the lefty, Vilela. Oh, there's a pass ball, and the runner's going to advance.
He can't find the ball.
He can't find it.
He's going to go to third. They got him.
They got to play it to third.
They got him. Oh, he dropped the ball.
They got him. Game over. Wow.
I think he slid off the bag.
I think he did too. The runner, so what we had here is a pitch, and it was a pass ball, and so the runner had second easy. The catcher couldn't find it. Finally does. The runner tries to get to third. He had it, slid past the bag, and the third baseman alertly kept the glove on him, and when he slid off, they got the final out and the win.
That's why I thought he dropped the ball. I thought he was going for the ball, but he was putting the tag back on him because he overslid the bag. What a great game by the Tarp Skunks.
Nice throw by the catcher to the third baseman. It was right knee-high where you want it, and a good tag and a heady play by third baseman Nat Thompson to get that final out. So Elmira would have had a runner at third. And a hitter's count on the batter, but
without that nice play by Thompson, heads-up play.
So the Tarp Skunks get off the schneid and win a game, the third game of a 3-game homestand. And the Tarp Skunks' next action is at Geneva, a 2-5 team on Sunday. So Elmira, they win, and then they're back home here against Batavia on Wednesday. That'll be a double header. Will the first game be at 6:30? 4:30 of the first game on that doubleheader. So great stuff. Is Jamestown a 1-0 win with the only run scored was in the bottom of the first inning. Grady Me does the damage. So great stuff, and that'll do it for tonight's game here at Tarp Skunk Baseball on WRFA with the final score: Jamestown 1 and the Elmira Pioneers 0. So for Gavin Paternitti, for Derek Abbey, I'm Tom Ames, signing off from Dietrich Park here on WRFA 107.9 FM.
Yeah, we gotta love that. And Frankie came in for the lone batter, the lone pitch, I believe. I know it's tough coming in, especially off of an injury, but
having a short time to warm up, what's your mindset going into that? What are you thinking?
Only mindset's to win that whole